Good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd. This hearing of the local Alcoholic Beverage Board of Marion County is now in session. My name is Tyler Graves, and I serve as the president of the board. Today we will hear cases in Speedway, Beech Grove, Lawrence, and then the rest of Marion County, Indianapolis. Representing the town of Speedway, to my immediate left, Mr. Robert Staten. Representing the city of Lawrence, Mr. Jim Hennigan, far left. Representing the city of Indianapolis, to my immediate right, Mr. Peter Luster. And serving as secretary of this board is Excise Officer Amy Sonier. This meeting is being broadcast live on Channel 16 and will be rebroadcast several times in the coming weeks. You are on television, and the board requests that you act accordingly. At this time, please silence your cell phones so you do not interrupt the hearing. If you find it necessary to take a call or to have a conversation with someone here with you, please be respectful of others and step out into the hallway. Here is the order in which we will conduct business this morning. We will first ask individuals who have come to remonstrate to stand and come forward to the microphones hanging from the ceiling. Give us your name and the name and address of the business you're here to remonstrate against. We will then hear cases on today's docket pertaining to the town of Speedway, city of Beech Grove, and the city of Lawrence. Next, we will call all applicants for new or transfer applications on today's docket. We will then call renewals on today's docket which have violations or remonstrators. After we finish today's published docket, we will consider the cases that have been continued from a previous hearing. All of those coming before the board today, whether you're an applicant, representing the applicant, or are here to remonstrate, will testify under oath. Officer Sonier will now administer the oath.
If you're going to testify before the board this morning, please raise your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you've given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
If an applicant should have remonstrators, it has been the practice of this board to accept one request for continuance from both the applicant and the remonstrator. Should the board deem it appropriate, additional continuances may be granted. Are there any remonstrators in the hearing room? If you're remonstrating against a case today, please stand, come forward to the microphones hanging from the ceiling. A couple of you raised your hands. There you go. Yeah, just come forward. We had one just come running. Yeah, right there, and just give us your name and the name and address of the business you're here to remonstrate against.
I'm Crystal Stone and remonstrating against Moon Bar located at 148 East Market Street.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Haven't seen you in a long time.
It has been a while. Nice seeing you. David Kingen with offices at 618 East Market Street, here regarding case RR 4936287, the property at 720 East 38th Street. I'm sorry, 720 East 38th Street, yes.
Do you know the name of that? You've got the address. I'm just want to match it.
Takara La Chaca.
All right. Do you have that?
I'm looking. Can you give me that permit number one more time?
RR 4936287.
Okay.
Did you find it? Give her a second. She'll look that up.
Sure.
This one's a renewal without violation, which means when they're renewed without a violation, they're not required to appear here. Is anyone here representing Takara La Cella? Okay, so sir, what we'll have to do is we'll have to continue it to next month. I will send them a notice to let them know that a remonstrance has been entered and that they need to appear at our next meeting. Okay? To
I
give them
did
the
alert.
opportunity.
I did alert both the owner of the business and the owner of the property.
Okay, but I've gotta let them know to make sure that the commission has let them know that they have
They
proper
weren't-
notice.
They weren't
That's
legally
good.
required to be here today.
Yeah, so so our next meeting will be Monday, October 6th, and I'll send them a notice to let them know they need to be here for your remonstrance.
Thank you very
okay?
much.
You're welcome.
Any other remonstrators in the room?
Hi, I'm Taylor Schaefer. I'm with Downtown Indiana, here to remonstrate against Moon Bar.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Detective Tiffany Maston from IMPD, also here to remonstrate against Moon Lounge, 148 East Market Street.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Clark Kirkman with Clark Quinn Law. I represent the Moon Bar. I would like to request a continuance on this matter until next month. I just received materials from IMPD this morning. I requested those materials in a public records request immediately following their request for continuance the previous month. I would like to have the opportunity to review those materials. This bar is right downtown, and I think Nexus is a real issue here as far as what they intend to present, so I would like that opportunity.
Okay. And the IMPD took asked for a continuance last month,
That's
is your point, and then that you received your information
This morning.
this morning. Well, I mean, I don't know. My point is, we do state that here, that we'll offer, I mean, it's in the opening comments, that we'll offer each side a continuance. Have you had a continuance, has Moon had a continuance on this before?
So we were prepared to go last month before we found out about the remonstrance. We had a continuance in July because we had not yet settled a notice of violation, so it was continued that 1 month in July. We settled it on July 24th, so we were ready to move forward in August.
Does the board
I
have any thoughts?
I would be more inclined to grant a continuance if they hadn't met with IMPD, but I know that there's been a meeting, there's been discussions. I've met with Clark and with the owner, we've had discussions. I feel like, I mean, he's had,
The only part I'll give him this is if your client hired you and you got the information an hour ago, I would,
And I requested it in the day after the August meeting of this board. I mean, through
Aye.
the channels that IMPD offers for public records requests. I mean, they obviously assembled the materials, but they were not provided to me until this morning.
what materials did you request? Calls for service?
I
or-
requested, yes, calls for service and police reports associated with the Moon Bar from July of 23 on, which is when my client obtained, started operating.
Was that part of the discussions during your meeting with them?
I mean, they did not, have materials at that time for me. Certainly I alluded to the fact that I had not yet seen any information about what they had as far as different incidents.
yeah, and I'd say this, they provided at what time this morning?
9:15?
So then either they got up this morning and built all that, or they've had it and didn't get it, and that's where I just come back to,
Well,
I
no,
don't.
the difference is what he received this morning is the binder with the materials, the exhibits for the remonstrance today, which may include some of the records he's requested, but might not necessarily be the same material. And we often hear cases where they receive that information at the beginning of the meeting.
So you just got the exhibits today, but you've had this records request.
Well, I submitted the records request. I haven't received anything back other than the acknowledgement that I submitted the records request. So I have not had any opportunity to review any incidents associated with the Moon Bar until when I sit down while this hearing's going on.
When did you send your request?
It was Wednesday morning of, so the hearing was on a Monday. I submitted it on Wednesday.
Okay.
It's 30 days, close to 30 days. I'm inclined to say I don't want it, this case is obviously high visibility, however you want to refer to it. So I don't want it to be caught up in a question of, did he have enough time or not? So another 30 days to me means when we come back here next month, there is no more continuances, there's no more arguments, and whatever the decision is what the decision is, as long as the state supports it. I don't know that the state would hear this and say, well, he didn't have enough time. But I think it's valid to ask the state commission, how would they? So, for the board's perspective, I'll make a motion to approve the extension based on the timeliness of the information being shared with council and the clarity that it gives this board next month that this thing gets settled.
Yeah, we don't need a motion.
Don't need a
to vote,
motion, I
but
guess,
I'll
a
go with
statement.
what the board, the majority of the board wants to do. So, Peter, what do you want to do?
Second.
All right, so the board has granted a continuance till next month. Moon will be heard next month. Moon will be settled at a local level next month.
So no more continuances will be granted for either side.
Okay, all right. Where did I stop? Applicants appearing in Marion County.
Do we have any more?
Do we have any more demonstrators?
We're good on my situation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Applicants appearing in Marion County are required to have 4 items before the board can hear your case. Please listen carefully, because we cannot and will not hear your case if you do not have these 4 items. First, the affidavit of compliance of posting the permit advertising sign from the ATC for at least 10 days prior to the meeting hearing. Second, the affidavit of compliance or notice sent to the property owners and neighborhood organizations that you sent written notice to about today's hearing. The third, the zoning affidavit obtained from the Department of Metropolitan Development. And the fourth, the Marion County tax clearance form from the Indiana Department of Revenue. If you do not have all of these items, please let us know when you come forward.
In addition to those required documents, if you are a new or transfer application, you are required to have an inspection completed and approved prior to your permit being made active. I will give you my contact information when we call you forward and hear your application. It is your responsibility to contact me to schedule that inspection. I will not contact you.
All right, so let's start with Speedway today.
All right, calling RR 499-5346, Apple, Indiana 2 LLC, 5664 Crawfordsville Road. Doing business as Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar. Motion for approval.
Motion for approval, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
DL 493-2487, Aldi, Indiana LP, 2502 Founders Square Drive. Doing business as Aldi 77. Motion for approval.
Motion for approval, I will second. All those in favor say aye.
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 RR 493-8334, Flying Squirrel LLC, 5748 Crawfordsville Road. Doing business as Flying Squirrel. Motion for approval.
Motion for approval, I will second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
That takes care of Speedway. Have a great month. Move over to City of Lawrence.
Okay, we have a new one, is RR 4942690, SKJMV Enterprise LLC. We're doing business as Bando Korean Restaurant at 8015 Pelton Pike.
Good morning. Do you have your application? Hand that to the officer, please. And then you can have a seat at the table here. Have you been to this place? That is good. All yours.
Hang on, let me make sure.
Oh.
I've got all the paperwork. Do you have your zoning form?
I thought everything was in there.
It's in here.
It'd be interesting if she thinks this thing. How would you?
Did you send it to
I
the?
prepared it and I was bringing it
Okay,
here. I
go
haven't
ahead
seen
and
it.
come up, come forward for me.
Representation, if you asked for it, 30 days, and you got it the morning of. Now, if I was trying to control it, I'd give it an hour before. Yeah, so, I don't know, but I do want that feedback from them if they would say, yeah. All right.
We're gonna wait on them?
Yeah, they're gonna go down and try to get the documentation.
I'll
see-
wait on
so,
them.
yeah.
Burn 'em. Okay, we have a renewal is RC 4910903, Veterans of Foreign War, 7119, operating as VFW 7119 at 6525 North Lee Road. I make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we have another renewal with, is RR 4919481, Apple, Indiana LLC, Applebee's Neighborhood Bar and Grill at 10655 Pendleton Pike. Make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Another renewal is DL 4923779, Aldi Indiana LP, operating as Aldi 81 at 10325 Pendleton Pike. Make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we have another renewal is DL 4930836, Pendleton Pike Retailers, Inc., as Pendleton Pike Food Center at 9605 Pendleton Pike. I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we have another renewal is RR 4942440, Fort Harrison Reuse Authority, location pending. I will make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Okay, now we have a renewal with violation, RR 4900092, D&D Luger, Inc., operating as Sports Page Lounge at 4603 North Post Road.
Anyone here for D&D Luger Inc.?
Yeah, come on up, sir. Good morning.
Representative is supposed to be here.
Yeah, right there.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your name and your relationship to the business?
Dennis Luger, owner.
Okay. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, we had a violation.
What was the violation for? I'm just trying to find.
We had a violation for over serving a customer and drinking on the, we had an outside area that was, I guess, not on our property, as far as our floor plan. And we put into request to extend our floor plan because we have a patio that's fully enclosed. So we had the drinks out there that we are unknowingly not supposed to have. We've had it that way for ever.
Anything else?
I think the bartender was drinking, so they served after 3 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
How often are you there as an owner?
I'm there 4 days a week at least, a lot more now because my 2 and 4 year old, well, they're 2 and 4 now. A year or two ago, they were 1 and 3, so I'm usually there, 5 days a week.
During the day or in the evening? Late
Day,
night?
and then at 6 o'clock we do our shift change. So I'm usually there, or my mother's the other owner, so she's there on days that I'm not there.
All right, so late at night, who's there? One of you, or just, are you a manager or?
We have a bartender there, So it's just our staff, our bartender, and then our cook. They're there at night.
How
And
long
on
have
the
you had
weekend.
your license?
15 years.
How many violations do you have?
This would be the second one,
How long ago was the first one?
at least. I mean, I'm just guessing. I would say 8, 9 years.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of violations here, pal.
Well, some I wanted to dispute because I feel like it was kind of, I mean, we gave video for an incident that happened outside the bar, and they got the violations from our own video that I knowingly gave to them.
So you understand excise can come in and search without a warrant, right? It's part of
Yes,
your application.
absolutely.
And even though that might not have been what they were in there looking for, those violations did happen,
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
So I don't know what you're disputing.
I wasn't here to dispute. I was here to just, I thought I had to come forward, so I wasn't sure.
I know you said there were violations in there that you'd like to dispute, so what would you like to dispute?
Well, maybe I was misinformed. I'm just here accepting my violations, I guess. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I misunderstood the question.
What are the rules for gaming?
Gaming,
Mm-hmm.
as far as, well, for the, what, pool tabs?
Just, yeah, your gaming responsibilities.
I mean, we have each one of our tickets are placed on the walls, and we have a Tuesday drawing that's allotted under $300. And we do a treasure hunt on Thursdays. We'll do another drawing on Sundays. But those are all through our gaming guy. And there was one that we did do a board that was $2 a person, and it was $200, which I thought because it's under $300 we were able to do, and it was a Colts board. So it paid out $100 for the first half and $100 for the final. And that was the board that I got a violation of gaming on. Because I was unaware. I thought if it's under $300, you could use it. But now we don't do it anymore, and I buy every board from our gaming guy. So through Nanacola.
I mean, your employees are smoking inside. Like, they don't care. They don't think the boss is gonna do anything.
Right.
You're the
Yeah,
boss.
I am.
How do you feel about that? That'd drive me nuts.
It would drive me nuts. It's just having those, I mean, I've had a bartender, she's been there 16 years. It's still not right.
Who cares how long
Yeah.
she's been there? She works for you.
Yes,
And
sir.
there are laws in place that say that can't happen.
100%. Agree.
Jim, it's your case.
So, I mean, with everything said here, I mean, you're outside, you don't do the outside anymore?
We have a sign there now. I mean, I've literally sent my request to excise 4 different times on trying to get, and I gave them the breakdown of how it was all, like layout. They wanted to have me pretty much draw up my whole bar. So I sent that to them
Who did you send it
3 months
to?
ago. Oh, God, I have a number here. It was an excise officer, and then they gave me the number to a lady that deals with that specifically, and she is yet to come back with
And that's because I've yet to receive any
That's the
emails
lady.
from you. I would be the one I'd be going to.
Yeah, I was told, what's his, officer, I can't remember his name.
Swallow?
No. He's the one I talked to about the violations.
Okay.
But I CC'd the person I thought might have been you. I'm sorry if you didn't receive it. Excise. Brandon
Brandon Meyer?
Meyer, yes, ma'am.
That's who you talked to?
That's who I talked to multiple times.
Okay. I have yet to receive an email from you with a plan change.
Okay. Yeah, I did that. I don't know how it didn't get to you. I apologize. But we
Okay.
haven't even extended I mean, we have a sign out back that's essentially just smoking area. I mean, I haven't
That's my question.
fully
Did it start
closed.
off as a smoking area, then it worked its way into being drinking?
Well, it was always, we just had picnic tables back there.
Sure.
We never were cited before for it, so unknowingly, we just thought it was our regular area. I mean, it's fully enclosed, and now we have a gate that opens and closes, but yet we still have no drinking outside of that.
I'll give you my business card with my email address, my email on it, and my office phone number on it, which is the direct line to me, and my voicemail. So I'll give you that so you can get those floor plans sent to me and we can get them, I
Okay.
can look at them and get them updated.
Okay.
Did you want to do all that first, Amy, or do you want to?
I'll just give him my card when we're finished.
Okay.
Tell me about the sales to Intox specifics. What happened that night?
As far as what again? I'm sorry.
The sales to intoxicated person. What happened that night?
Well, apparently the guy was standing there and he slipped and he kind of fell on the pool table is what my understanding of that situation was. And then there became a fight out back. I don't think it was anything to do with the guy who slipped inside the bar, but it was, it resulted in a fight out back.
How long had he been in there prior to him slipping and falling?
I don't have that exact knowledge. I wouldn't say too long, but it would be a guess.
Did you sell him a drink after he fell?
I don't think so, no. He didn't really fall, he fell and just kind of lost his balance.
What are the signs of intoxication?
Signs of intoxication? I mean, you can have, I guess, slurred speech, kind of glossy eyes, tough to focus. And I guess you just, as a bartender, got to know if you're serving him a drink to know that, I mean, if he had one, I guess, 10 minutes ago, he shouldn't be having another one right after that. So I guess it's just more just being aware of the situation at the time.
Do you have rules in place that covers that? I mean, the
Yeah.
bartender's well aware of that?
Yeah.
So she didn't read it?
Yeah, it looks like he showed up to your bar already intoxicated and was served with clear signs of intoxication, according to the video.
Okay.
How many bartenders do you have?
On staff?
Yes.
I have seven bartenders.
Who was bartending this night?
Sheila Peterson.
Does she still work for you?
Yes.
Have you spoken to her about all this? I mean, have you?
We've had conversations, and I mean, I tell my bartenders, I mean, not to drink, and
Well, that should be a given. They should know that, but
yeah,
I mean, you shouldn't have to tell them that.
Well, and then she's serving after hours. So she's serving intoxicated people. She's serving after hours.
I'm trying to figure out what policies you are following in some regard. I mean, your employee permits, server training records, minimum food, smoking. We've got gaming. We've got change of floor plan. Times when sales are lawful. I mean, good Lord.
Is this the same bartender that's been there for 16, well, however long you've said she's been there?
she's been there a long time. Yes, yeah.
So she should know better.
She should absolutely know better.
So you let it go on. You let it happen. You
I
turn a
mean-
blind eye to it.
At that time, if you can, I guess you can say that. Yes.
So you're accountable too. Yeah, right.
I'm absolutely accountable.
But yeah, I
And
mean, I
then-
don't. It's just. I don't know.
And when the officers went in to issue the violation, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they spoke to Sheila Peterson and your mother, correct?
Yes.
Denise?
Denise, yeah.
Was Denise intoxicated when they were in there?
No, they gave her a breathalyzer on the spot too.
Is this your only job, running this place?
Yes.
Your only
Yes, sir.
source of income?
Yes.
So what happens if you lose this?
I don't know, sir.
When are you gonna start running it that way? I mean, fear's a hell of a motivator, and there's nobody fearful of you as the owners that are your employees. None of this should be taking place. Or you're not managing it like a business, you know? Sometimes these things turn into,
Sounds like it's running itself.
yeah, it's like it's a party. It's not a party. It's a business.
You've been there a long time too, haven't you?
I've bartended there since 2001.
I mean, the actual bar's been there for a long time.
It's been a long time, late 70s.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I
absolutely.
grew up and raised in Loin. I remember.
Yeah,
it
the
being
area's tough. I mean, we're trying our best. I mean,
there. Are you the original?
Okay.
Are you the original
Come on,
owner?
This
this
isn't
is
your,
your
this is
best.
nobody's best.
Are you the original owners, or did you buy it from someone?
we bought it from someone. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bought
So,
it from Sam Dillingham.
So,
My- Sorry, Jim. My concern is when we start seeing these kinds of violations, it's just a slippery slope. It's like, you know, next there's going to be, you know, a shooting or some other kind of violence in the parking lot.
how many times have the police been there?
Not very often. I mean, a lot of times it'd be for alarm. I mean, alarm, I guess, going off. But, I mean, not a lot for calls. I mean, I have security there on the weekends. We don't really need security. I don't feel it during the week. I mean, we're a regulars bar, so.
You
those
don't
has
think
its
you
own
need it? You don't
challenges.
think you need it?
Not during the week. I mean, if we want
Who's
to stay
gonna
open
police your bar,
later.
who's gonna police your bartenders? Because obviously they're messing up for you.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
needs to be there. I mean,
Somebody's gotta be in control.
somebody's gotta be in charge. I mean, it's.
So, bartender Peterson, she's still there, right? You said she's the one that's been there for a long time?
Yes.
I would definitely, if you're approved today, I would definitely take the message back to her that you're this close, that she's causing you to lose your
I will
permit.
100% do that.
If you're approved today.
Right.
Well,
With that, Jim, it's your call.
Well, I would make a motion to put him on a year's
I
probation
think
to
that's right.
to clear this up. I mean, you come back with any more violations in that year, especially your bartender. I mean, it's you're putting a lot of weight on her to keep your business livelihood going. I mean, she's obviously failing you.
I agree.
Whether
I-
it's, whether you
mean-
need more, to be involved more in the evenings. You
I
and
mean,
your,
that's
and your
where-
mother need to be there late
absolutely.
at night. You need to sit down and have a conversation with your employees and make sure they clearly understand what they can and cannot do. Signs of intoxication, hours of operation, make sure you have the minimum food, make sure you've got employee records. Those are all accurate.
We cleared all that up.
All right. Jim, I'll.
So I say we put him on a year's probation, and any violation that you'll have to find a different career, I guess. I don't know, but this is not good.
So you've made a motion for a one-year renewal?
Yes.
I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Yeah, good luck,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
And
very
here's my
much.
card.
And I'll send that to you today.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
I just okay.
All right, we have another renewal violation, is DL 4932456, VP 51 Inc., operating as VP 51 at 5190 North Franklin Road.
I feel like this one's been called a lot.
It
It
has,
is.
this would have been, we would have voted on them today.
Okay. Let me find it. Sir, good morning, have a seat. VP 51. All right, could you start with your name and the relationship to the business? Who are you?
Gurpreet Singh, I'm the manager of this location.
Who owns the place?
Brajinder Singh,
Where's he?
he's on out of town right now. He'll be back this Friday.
Do you know why you're here?
I guess they sold some beer to minors. I'm the new manager there. I usually don't go there, but they fired the guy, cashier, and the manager.
So, to me, it seems like we're sending somebody in who can't answer any of the questions.
Right.
There's some
My
serious
question.
questions,
It's-
yeah.
it's just like-
We're gonna postpone this. Get
The owner
get
has to
the owner
show
in here
up.
next
I mean,
month.
he's got to be held accountable. You're the fall guy here. You're not.
Okay.
And
He
make
needs
sure
to be
he
here.
understands that we will vote on this renewal next month, whether he's here or not. He's had multiple notices sent to him that he needed to appear.
Okay.
This is the 4th month that he's been requested to appear. So make sure he's clear and he understands. We will hear this next month, whether he's here or not. And if he's not here, he's probably not gonna like the outcome.
Okay, sounds good. I will let him know. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you, guys.
All righty.
What a board. What a board. Thanks, Jim.
Oh, did Banda, are they back yet?
Oh, I was going to wait on him, wasn't
I don't know how long they're gonna be.
Yeah,
I? I'll sit
it's your call for as long as you wanna wait. but I don't- Okay, so, Beech Grove, calling RR 4914882, Royal Penn Entertainment Incorporated, doing business as Expo Bowl at 5261 Elmwood. This is a renewal with no violations, therefore I make a motion to approve.
A second, but we can't really vote. There's
Can't
no
really
quorum, but
vote.
I'll send it to the commission for approval.
Calling RR 4941546, Slap Top Pizza LLC, doing business as Hey Now Pizza at 607 Main Street. renewal without violations. Therefore, I make a motion to approve.
I second. I'll send it to the commission for approval.
Thank you. All right, Peter, it's all yours.
Calling RR 494-2574 Rugby Indy LLC. Doing business as Riverside Sports Properties LLC, 1502 West 16th Street.
Good morning. Good morning.
You asked for like a letter as well?
Yes. Yeah. Is that mic on?
Clark Kirkman with Clark Quinn Law on behalf of Rugby Indy LLC. With me is Bill Arrett and Bryce Campbell, who are two of the four owners of record for Rugby Indy. This is at Kuntz Stadium, which is across the street from Old Bush Stadium. It's on 16th Street. It was last year, I believe, or maybe 23, where they entered into a contract with City Parks Department to rehab the facility, and their plan is to, and they have been for this season, hosting professional rugby as well as professional ultimate frisbee. Beyond that, there's a number of other events, high school level events, practices, amateur events. So this is a civic center permit to, serve alcoholic beverages at certain events. So just for the record, high school events, we will not be operating the permit. It's really just more for the professional rugby and the professional ultimate frisbee, things of that nature. Probably operating it like 20 days a year.
How does the transaction take place? I mean, where do they go get their alcohol?
So there's a building in one corner of the facility that has a concession window like you're at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Sure, okay. That's the only place then?
Well, I think they might have some people walking around in the crowd, is that correct?
Not yet. We
Not-
haven't done that yet.
Kind of like a baseball game.
And we
somebody-
might do a pop-up tent, close proximity to the stands for those, yeah. But
Which is marked on the floor plan.
Yeah, those are things we'll discuss when we do the inspection.
So what about checking IDs? What's the policy on checking IDs?
every person that walks up and orders alcohol gets checked.
What happens if a minor gets served?
Well, to date, we've had a catering contractor
Oh, okay.
serve the alcohol, so
Sure.
they've been the ones that have handled that through their policy, Quest Food Management Services, which caters University of Indianapolis and caters One America. So that's who's been handling it to date.
Okay.
If a minor walks up, they will not be served.
What
Yeah,
happens-
and they would be, they have an employee handbook, and it would be automatic termination if that were to occur.
Well, for me, I mean, Butler has a license. I mean, they're fairly common at sporting events anymore. And general concern with rugby would be the, lose the game, win the party kind of philosophy, but,
Ask Bryce.
yeah, I've heard that one a lot, but.
But no, not, our events will be professional events. We're really excited to bring the community in to enjoy what we've got in store at the stadium, so.
They're actually hoping to attract USA Rugby, like their national headquarters, to this area and this stadium.
Wonderful.
How many people does it hold?
The current fixed stands is 1,780. To date, our highest attendance has probably been about 1,000 for the Collegiate Rugby National Championships, which we hosted in May.
What's the flow of the calendar with the rugby and then the high school stuff? And
So we have other sport, we have high school soccer that
Yeah.
Karen High School play tonight at our stadium, but we don't have concessions or alcohol sales at any of those events. The majority of them are probably between, call it April, May through around like late July. But, you know, there's also a couple of events that we hope to lock down for September and August as well.
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling RR 494-2622, All Moms Love LLC, doing business as All Moms Love, address 247 South Meridian.
What a name.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So for the record, Alex Innerman with Bose McKinney and Evans, and I have with me Alice Lane. She's the 100% owner of All Moms Love. This is her first permit in the state of
You
Indiana.
know what? I'm just thinking that as I watch those guys walk out the door. All right. Well,
So I don't know if you want to get that out of the way first, and then
yeah,
we can
yeah,
launch
we
into
will. Ma'am, we're going to ask you a set list of questions. We ask all first-time petitioners, except for those guys, but we'll get them soon. Just answer loud enough that we can hear it on the microphone. Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
It was prepared with the help of Lisa and Alex.
Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
Not at this time.
Are you the only owner of the business?
Yes.
Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
Yes.
Are you applying for limited separation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Alex.
All right, so, again, this is a beer and wine restaurant permit, and Ms. Lane's got a new business that she's opening. She can focus on food, and she can tell you all about that, but we've talked with her extensively about alcohol service, the need to check IDs. She's going to card everyone. It's going to be her policy. We're also working with Ms. Lane on developing written policies, not only for the service of alcohol, but other policies, but focused on alcohol service to make sure that her employees know what to do, how to do it, and the consequences if they do have a violation served to a minor, which could include termination, depending on the circumstances.
Wonderful. Ma'am, what is the capacity of your restaurant?
2:10,
210? And what are your hours of operation?
6 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm sorry, to 1 a.m.
Till 1 a.m.? Okay. And is that 7 days a week?
Yes.
How many employees will you have?
21.
21? And where will the alcohol transaction take place? Is it at the table, or does someone go to a checkout counter?
We have a bar and served at tables.
Served at tables, okay. You understand the rules and responsibilities that come with having this license?
Yes.
Is this place open?
Yes.
It's already open?
It's open.
What type of food?
Family style food and just a diverse, I'm sorry. my
You're
nose is-
fine. No, take a breath. You're fine.
Diverse menu.
Okay. All right.
Now, you don't live in Indiana, correct?
I don't.
You live in Texas?
I d-
So how often are you planning to be here?
I'm trying to get here as often as possible, at least twice a month if possible.
So who will you have running the business when you're not here?
I have a general manager,
And what's that person's name?
Daryl Smith.
Daryl Smith?
I'm sorry, Lloyd.
I'm sorry?
Lloyd.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your connection to 419 Southwest Street in Indianapolis?
I attempted to start a restaurant there, but it didn't pan through.
Okay, why didn't it, the location or?
Yeah, it was a circumstance where I was taking on something from someone else. I saw an opportunity to do so, and it wasn't done correctly, so we parted ways.
Do you have any connection then to Anthony Alderson? Ryan Greb?
No.
William Mac Brown?
No,
Amber Kavanaugh?
no.
And you're testifying under oath, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
You live in Texas?
yes.
How'd you choose Indianapolis to purchase this business?
I know someone here,
And who do you know here?
Sally Akers.
Is this one of Grab's old buildings?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
interesting.
He has connection to both of those addresses, which gives me concern.
Ma'am, is there any connection to Ryan Grab and your business?
No,
None?
not at all.
Okay. Well, your questions steer me some concern, but if the answers are provided and they're under oath, do you have any objection with moving forward with the motion?
Not at this time.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I will accept the motion. I don't think there's anything we have that steers us away from doing so.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion to approve, and under your answers that you provided this board, then I will second that. Yeah, I guess I'll say that. I'll second it. So there's a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 And we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling RR 494-2661, United Skates of America, Inc., doing business as Skateland, address 3902 Glen Arm Road.
This one's going to be continued.
Calling RR 494-2738, La Posada Mexican Restaurant LLC, doing business as La Posada Mexican Restaurant, address 1121 North Arlington Avenue, Suite 1115.
Morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg Ginrich with Bradford and Riley. With me is Alvia Cisneros, who's the owner of La Posada
Is
Restaurant.
this your first alcoholic beverage license in the state of Indiana? All right. Just answer loud enough for
Hold
us
it,
to
let
hear.
me swear him in first, if you could, Amy.
Okay.
Oh, it needs to be sworn in?
Yeah.
Go ahead and raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you have given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
Someone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes, sir.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No, sir.
Are you the only owner of the business?
Yes, and my partner. She's my wife.
Well, did you list the other members in your application?
Yes.
Okay. Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes, sir.
Are you applying for carryout privileges?
Yes, sir.
Are you applying for limited separation?
Yes, sir.
Is there a bar?
It's got like a little bar.
There is a
little
bar in there.
Yeah, a little bar, okay. Yes.
All right. So, sir, you have a restaurant?
Yes, sir.
What's the capacity of your restaurant?
86 people.
86 people. How many employees do you have?
7.
And what are the hours of operation?
We open for Monday to Thursday, from 10 to 11, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 12.
10 to
Till
12?
12?
Yeah, and Sunday, 10 to 11 again.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is your policy for checking IDs?
Well, they come and ask me for beer. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask. Check it.
So you're going to ask, everybody is carded? Is that the policy, that everybody gets carded?
Of course.
Okay. What happens if one of your employees serves a minor?
Oh, no, it's not gonna happen because I'm always there.
You're always there? That was my
Yeah.
next question. How often are you there? You're there all the time?
Most of the time, yeah. If not, my wife is there.
Okay.
This location under the old owners has had a lot of problems.
Yes.
Lots of violence in the parking lot. So just because of that area, what are your plans to make sure things don't happen under your watch? Do you have security or anything
Yeah, I'm
like that?
planning to have security too.
What kind of security?
Private security.
Do you already have that lined up?
A friend of mine recommended me one, yeah, so I'm thinking about it as soon as I get the license. talk to him about hours and stuff.
Are you already open?
Yes.
Have you
We
had
serve-
any?
We
any-
serve food.
Any police runs? How
No,
long have you
not at
been
all.
open?
Not at all, no police.
Okay, how long have you been open?
But this week's gonna be our 4th week. We was waiting for the health department to come and inspect it.
Okay, so you've been open about a month serving food?
Close.
Do you have any plans on using the event space next door?
He offered me that, but to me, it's a lot of money right now. Can't afford it to pay the rent.
If they change that, they have to come back in?
No, they would just do an expansion of the floor plan. This is that Mimi's Live Event Center.
Oh, yeah.
They had the shooting in the parking lot.
Sure.
Yeah. But completely different.
Yeah, completely different. I mean, it's all the same, right? It comes down to ownership, whether you're going to allow those types of things to take place or not. The other people did. We had terrible, terrible
Yeah, I
ownership.
hear a lot of rumors. Lot of rumors.
Do you own the building or you're
No, sir.
renting?
I'm renting.
So this is just a restaurant?
Just a restaurant, Mexican restaurant.
That's all it's gonna be, is just a restaurant?
Just a restaurant.
Any plans to go to a nightclub at like 10 o'clock at night?
No.
No, are you sure?
Well, we got karaoke, you know, ladies, sometimes, but that's it.
What time's karaoke start?
7,
Do you go to all 21 and over when you do that, or is that still family?
it's a family.
Because that was the problem with the location last time, is we were told that was going to be a brunch place, if you
No,
recall.
it's a different one.
Oh, that's a different one?
It's a different one. This was where William King moved in and took over.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, we're sensitive to that. I mean, we've seen these things, get a restaurant license,
I
turn it into a
understand.
nightclub.
I
So, have you made contact with the district commander to introduce yourself over there with IMPD?
No, yeah.
Would you make that commitment to the board that you're gonna reach out and get
I will.
contact information?
Yes, yes, sir. I can do that.
And you're stating today, it's going to be a restaurant, food focused. You're closing at, you said 11 o'clock at night?
Yes, ma'am.
On the weekend? What was the weekend?
The weekends is only Friday and Saturdays to 12.
Till 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. With that, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Is, what is that called, Bondo?
Bando?
Where'd that go?
Bando
Yeah.
Restaurant, are you back?
Oh, guess I'm from, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, they're trying to get a zoning, I mean, it could be. Yeah.
Do you have any objections if they come back if we hear them?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jim. No, it'd be
I-
like
wait.
the Beach Grove, we'd just send it on.
Calling RR 494-2741, Tropical Taste LLC, doing business as Tropical Taste, address 1545 North Post Road.
I thought oh, that is the.
I know, that's true.
Good morning.
Esther, I know I need to swear you in. I need to swear you in, because you were late. I need to swear you in.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Were you sworn in? Were you sworn in? You weren't, then you can sit down.
I was already here.
No problem.
The one who came late. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Do you solemnly swear from under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you've given on the application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Esther.
Okay, my name is Esther Barber, and this is Miss Rachel. She's the sole owner of the restaurant. She recently took the class, so she fully understands the responsibility to comply selling alcohol in the state of Indiana.
Is this her first license?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, I'm going to ask you the same questions. Just answer loud enough that we can hear you. Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
Someone else.
Esther?
Esther.
Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to this application?
No.
Are you the only owner of the business?
Yes.
Is there at least, yeah, they walked in right there. Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
Yes.
And are you applying for limited separation?
No,
No,
it's
no,
a small.
it's a
I
small-
figured it was.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us what it is.
It's a restaurant, so we focus more on food. It's tropical restaurant,
Okay.
and we only sell like, can I say, island food like
Yeah.
oxtail, you know, and yeah. So
Is this beer and wine?
Yes,
beer
it's
and
very-
wine.
Beer and wine only? Okay, so what is the policy for checking IDs? How will you check IDs?
Make sure the, I mean, at the bottom of the license, the date of birth, and the picture, and make sure there's no plastic, make sure it's real,
Good.
and make sure it's 21. Yes.
Okay. And what happens if one of your employees serves someone who's under 21 years of age?
I don't think I'm the only.
Oh, you're the only
Yes,
employee who's going to
yes,
serve?
yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that
Make
helps.
sure, yeah. Just-
Is this beer and wine?
Yes.
Okay. And what island food? Which island? What kind of food?
Oh, okay. It's tropical, like, can I say Jamaican, Haitian?
Okay.
And a mix of Mexican. Yeah, it's just diverse.
Wonderful.
And are you already open and operating? Are you already open serving food?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling RR
Do you want to
49.
knock out the bando?
Sure.
All right, so, let me see here.
Going back to.
Calling RR 49426690, SKJVM Enterprises LLC, doing business as Bando Korean Restaurant at 8015 Pendleton Pike. Right there. You have your application? All
Were
right.
you able to get that? No?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so we will schedule, our next meeting will be back on a Monday. So it'll be Monday, the 6th. Just make sure that you update the orange sign, change the date, leave it posted. You don't have to resend your neighbors or anything.
Yeah,
You don't need to
we'll figure out
redo any
which
of
ones
this other than leave the orange sign up and change the date. Okay?
That first one. We're saying block.
You don't need to redo that one. No, you're good. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, you can move on to that.
All right.
21.
Calling RR 494-2742, MIA 21 LLC, doing business as Shoya, revolving sushi, I'm sorry. 5025 East 82nd Street, Suite 800.
Thank you.
Damn, chop that up.
You do better, harder work. You did on that one.
Greg Gendrick with Bradford and Riley. With me is Ming Fu Chen, who is the owner of MI 21.
Mr. Chen, is this your first alcoholic beverage license in the state of Indiana?
Yes.
All right. Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
Yes.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No.
Are you the only owner of the business?
No.
Did you list the other members?
Yes.
Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
Yes.
Are you applying for limited separation?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we have? You got a sushi restaurant?
Yeah, like Japanese sushi restaurants, like we have the Newton actually, like the sushi will be on the grill.
Also, it kind of revolves around the restaurant.
Yeah.
So you pick up your plate and they charge you by the plate.
Huh. All right. How will you check IDs?
First of all, we always like training our staff. They always need to check the ID, and I think as common sense is like you cannot service like the alcohol to anyone is under the 21 years old. So if anyone do that, I will fire them immediately.
I like it. All right.
I'm sorry,
No,
did you
go
say
ahead.
there was no limited separation, it's just table service?
Yes.
There's a small bar?
Is there a bar?
Yeah, it's small bar.
Okay, so you will have limited separation, okay. But typically, the service alcohol will be taken to the tables?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Are you already open?
No.
When do you plan to open?
We're still waiting for the inspection.
Okay, so once you have you're ready to open, you're just waiting on the inspection?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. With that, I'll accept a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Calling RR 494-2749 Levi's Kitchen LLC, doing business as Levi's Kitchen, address 1718 Southeast Street.
If you have your application, you can hand that to the officer and then take a seat.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, may I have you go ahead and come back forward for me, please?
Okay. I think she's got a question or two about your application.
Okay, there's some additional documents that are required for Marion County. Did you receive a packet that looked like this?
New transfer, no.
Okay.
No, because we are applying for everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we didn't receive that.
Okay, so I'll give this to you. There are 4 work things that we're required to have before we can hear your permit. The first one is the affidavit for posting the sign. You posted the sign and you have that, okay? But the rest of them you need. So one of them is you need to send a notice to your neighbors stating that you would like an alcohol permit. That's step 2. Step 2 will tell you exactly what you're going to do, and then there's some addresses where to get those from, okay? You need to send those out. The third one is a zoning regulator, which is in here. It's 2 pages that needs to be notarized, and then there's another one.
Never get the whole
And then the last one is a revenue claim, which is different than the tax one that you see on the resolution. Okay, it's this one right here. And again, this one is the, so you'll take it to this and this copy. You must sign it and approve it. Sign it and approve it.
You're almost like shining. Hey, everybody, look at this one. Why would you?
Okay.
You will change the date. Right there.
I see. Not like it.
Here's my email address.
I hope that all comes
Calling RR 4942753 A5 Yan Kin Ku Indy LLC, doing business as Yakin Ku Indy, address 6001 East 86th Street.
Yeah. Is the green light on?
Yes, the light's on. Greg Gemrick of Bradford and Riley. With me is Sheng Wang, who is the owner,
Which one is that? You? Okay.
and you are,
Wait, I'm here to,
Translate?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Mhm.
All right. Is this the first alcoholic beverage license in the state of Indiana?
Yes.
All right, fine. So I'll ask you, you ask.
Yeah.
All right. Did you prepare the application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you? Well, can you say it loud enough that we can hear?
Oh, okay, I can say it, but yeah, someone. So I can ask him here.
Yeah, so it was Greg?
Yeah,
Did you
Greg.
fill it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No. No.
Are you the only owner of the business?
Yes.
You're not even having to translate. He's got
No,
it.
because he understands
What do
here.
you do?
I was
If
gonna
he's
ask.
owner, he will looking at me, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
You do understand the questions that are being asked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
Yes.
Are you applying for limited separation?
Yes. No. No.
Yeah.
it's all table service?
It's all table service and a small bar in the restaurant.
So then the answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, fellas, do you have a restaurant? This is what we're doing?
Yes.
This is the old On the Border restaurant there in Castle, on the north side of Castleton.
Okay. So you're up in Castleton?
Yeah, near
Yeah.
Buca.
All right. Is it beer and wine?
Yes.
All right. Tell us about checking IDs. How will you check IDs?
They're for 21.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
know if they're 21?
Yeah, basically here we will check everybody ID, you know, for the serving the drink.
Basically or completely?
Yes.
You are checking all IDs?
Yeah, we will check all ID here, especially here looking under 40, you know, so.
No. Okay. What happens if one of your employees serves a minor?
I mean, basically, we're not, it's not happening here because all the people who come to the restaurant here, we check ID for everybody here, like what we say here, under
If an
40.
employee did,
If an employee did here, we will be like, you know, retraining, depending here, or fire them. Like
So either a
termination.
retraining, depending on the circumstances, or termination, okay. And then what are your hours of operation?
Operation right now here is 11 to, I mean, weekday here is 11 to 10 here, the weekend here is 11 to 11, like 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
And what was the capacity? How many people fit in your restaurant?
How many people can fit right now here? We have a 31 table here, so probably around 100, 140 people.
Any questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, good luck.
Thank you.
Calling RR 4942787 Tacos Jalisco LLC, doing business as Tacos Jalisco, 1707 East Minnesota Street.
My client was not able to obtain the tax clearance.
Okay. Okay, they didn't have a sign posted either, so their sign was not posted either, so make sure they get their sign posted.
A long time ago.
It wasn't posted.
Oh, my God.
I'll show it continued to October.
Okay. Well, next month.
Next month.
Calling RH 4930383, the Columbia Club, Inc., doing business as the Columbia Club. Address 121 Monument Circle.
Has to be paperwork. They've had a license for a million years. It's gotta be a reshuffle.
you got it.
Thank you.
Good morning again.
Good.
Alex Innermill with Bose McKinney and Evans, and Molly Richardson. She's the Assistant General Manager of Columbia Club. I heard President Graves mention this might be a reshuffle, and he is correct. As I suspect you're all familiar with the Columbia Club right on the circle. It has been there for a long, long time. And importantly for this board, with no alcohol violations. That is in large part due to the policies and training that Molly and her team have in place to make sure that not only are our employees and bartenders trained to check IDs if someone looks under 40, to recognize the signs of intoxication, so all the things they're supposed to do. And then if there is an incident, serious consequences. And Molly can tell you about that. But they've had a great compliance record and because of that. This permit, we're here today to switch to a hotel permit, which won't change any of those policies or operations. It will simply give the club more flexibility for some of the events that they have. Namely, wine club was one of the first things that we talked about when they were looking at options, because under their current permit, they can't have carryout. Even members, if they bought wine at the wine club and wanted to take, they can't do that. So we worked with the ATC and talked about the different types of permits, arrived at the hotel permit, and that brings us here today. So if the board votes favorably, we would take the current permit upon approval by the commission, put that into escrow. It actually is one of these ones that you can convert into a restaurant permit back into a 210, and they'll do something with that, probably sell it. But then just keep operating as they always have. So with that,
I
field
just
any
have one
questions?
question. Do you know how long they've had a license? I'm just
It's,
I don't know the exact year. A long time though.
it's one of the ones that says like 1925.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back a long time.
Yeah.
But this is a paperwork reshuffling, in my
It is.
opinion. You have no violations, you've had your license a million years, and there's nothing changing.
That's correct.
Does XI see it the same way?
Yeah, there's no changes to the floor plan.
None. It'll still be private. That was one of the issues that we worked through with the ATC, because it's kind of unusual to have the hotel component but be private, but they've had that hotel component and have been private for a long, long time. So everything will continue to operate the same way.
Well, no further questions. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling RR 494-2524 West Fork Broad Ripple LLC, doing business as West Fork Broad Ripple, address 651 East 54th Street.
I believe this one's going to be withdrawn.
Calling RR 494-2566 SBP Properties LLC, doing business as Grindstone Charlie's, address 5383 Rockville Road.
Greg, the sign was gone on this one.
Sign was gone.
There's no sign.
There were two for.
I know, there's tape where they were, but there was no sign, because they took a picture of it.
Okay, well, we'll move next. There's not a big hurry.
Okay.
Move next month. I
Okay.
apologize.
Calling RR 494-2637 Circle City Hospitality Group, Inc., address location pending.
Can't tell if they're going to meet the attorney.
I know.
They're just done. Oh, I don't know. That application doesn't look thick enough.
Well,
She should have everything else, right?
yeah, yes,
Oh,
he's,
okay.
because it's location pending.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I asked him the same questions.
Good. Sir, what's your name and what's your connectivity to the company?
One of the owners.
You're one of the owners?
Yeah, but we got a location pending. We haven't figured out our real location yet.
Okay. So you know you'll
So
have
it's just going to escrow right now.
so you know you'll have to come back in front of the board once you
Yes,
do
sir.
find a location. Okay.
And what is your name, sir?
Fred Leachman,
And what are the names of the other owners?
Corey Howard.
And is this your first alcoholic beverage license in the
Yes,
state of
sir.
Indiana? Okay. Did you prepare the application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
The lawyer prepared it, but I looked at it.
Who was that?
Oh crap, I got two of them.
Mark Webb.
Mark Webb,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Did you have a chance to review the application after
Yes,
it's
sir.
prepared? Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No, sir.
Are you the only owner of the business?
No, sir.
Did you list the other members on the
Yes, sir.
application? Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
I'm gonna make sure of it.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
No privileges right now. Like
Oh,
I said,
that's
thank
true,
you.
yeah. And then I guess limited separation, you don't know either. So, what is this? What are you doing?
It's gonna be a restaurant and lounge, yes, sir.
Okay. Lounge. Tell us about the lounge part.
We do karaoke and poetry, comedy,
Live entertainment?
live entertainment.
You gonna need to use a promoter?
No, sir,
Why?
because I don't need one.
You don't need one?
No,
That's
sir.
good. All right. I guess, ultimately, we're just picking
Yeah, so for this one, he will have to come back when there's a location identified. So he'll come back before the board and
He meets all the requirements. Yeah, okay. Well, with that, do you have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second that, we'll see you when you get your location.
Okay,
All
thank
those
you.
in favor say aye.
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 Calling RR 4942639 Gil Tacos LLC, doing business as Gil Tacos, address 1665 South Lyndhurst Drive.
Good morning. Again, my name is Esther Barber, and this is Miss Berta. Mr. Gilberto is out of the country, and he was not able to come immediately. She is his wife, and also she has the MQ in place for manage the license.
okay.
Mhm.
So is this the first license in the state of Indiana?
It's not a minute. She understands a little bit of English, and I will try to help her.
Yeah.
I got the license for alcohol maybe, I don't remember, maybe 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
But we opened the other restaurant, so, and my contadora se dice?
Yeah, the CPA.
That say that's need separate business, so the different license and everything.
Entities, what they
Two entities.
was told, they need to separate and have a different entities. And this is what they're doing right now. Change the entity only. It's the
Okay.
same owner.
Oh.
Just basically.
Now we got the license, but it's expired, and that's need change everything for the new
For the new company, so.
Okay, so you've been open and operating already, right? You've been open for a while?
¿Cuánto tiempo tiene que abrieron? Con la licencia.
Oh, con la licencia, maybe 5, 6 years ago, no remember exactly.
Okay, nothing's changing?
No ha cambiado nada.
No, no.
With that, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Calling
By the
D-
way, she took the class also. I'll make sure she
Okay.
took the class.
Thank you.
Calling DL 493-4224 Bradbury Petroleum Inc., doing business as Bradbury Petroleum, address 5405 West Bradbury Avenue.
Lieutenant Greg Genrick with Bradford and Riley. With me is Robin Singh, the new owner of Bradbury Petroleum. This is the old, it's across from where the Ramada, where the plane crash was years ago. It's at, yeah, it's that station there.
Okay, I know where you're at.
Yeah.
Sir, is this your first alcoholic beverage license in the state of Indiana?
Yes.
All right, same thing. Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone else prepare it for you?
Greg did.
Did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yep.
Were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No.
Are you the only owner of the business?
Yes.
Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges? This is probably a gas station.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and limited separation, no. Okay. What's your policy on checking IDs?
Whenever we scan a product, it shows on the register to type in an ID. Either scan it or type in their date of birth before proceeding.
Okay, so you have a scanner for all purchased items, and if it's an alcoholic beverage item, then it requires you to punch in their date of birth?
Yeah.
Do you check that to make sure the same date of birth isn't being entered 20 times in one day? Be a pretty easy way for an employee to just get around that, right?
Yeah, but our policy, we're supposed to check IDs every time for cigarettes and tobacco, alcoholic products.
Okay. And what happens if your employee does not follow the policy and does serve a minor or someone, even cigarettes?
Immediate termination.
Okay, is it part of a written policy?
Yep.
Okay.
How many employees do you plan to have?
5.
Is your station open 24 hours?
Yep.
And you understand that you can't sell alcohol 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
right? Do you know, what are the hours that you're allowed to sell?
8 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then Sunday 12 to 8.
Close enough.
No, he does his hours.
Okay.
Give him two away.
Do you have other gas stations?
Yeah.
Okay, how many stations do you own?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Is this the only one with an alcohol permit?
Yeah.
Have you had any violations for sales to tobacco to minors at your other locations?
Okay. With that, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Great, thank you.
Calling RR 494-2728 for Aces Hospitality LLC, doing business as Blend Bar and Cigar, address 3981 East 82nd Street.
This is a kind of corporate structure, kind of power of attorney, if I could, speak with that one.
Yeah, they've been around for a
You
few
all right with
years.
that?
Yeah, as long as there's no violations. And all.
There was one violation for minors loitering.
But they've been there for a while.
Yeah.
How long have they been there?
This current location, they've been there, let's say, 10 years.
Long time. And the violation was loitering?
Yeah, it's like, someone came in to buy tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
And never.
And excise was there, what a time. So they do have one violation, but ultimately this is just a restructure of the corporate.
Right.
All right. Any questions from the board?
No.
All right, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Great, thank you.
Calling RH 493-0381 Indy Hospitality Group LLC, doing business as Courtyard by Marriott, address 2602 Fortune Circle East.
I'll bet it's the same thing.
Did you send a letter to your neighbors?
Yes.
You did? Do you have a copy of that letter and the addresses it was sent to?
I have the copy of the addresses on my phone. Can I show you that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that. We have Riverside? Yeah.
I'm playing tomorrow. Ulan? Country Club, like 11?
Oh, Yulin? Have you been there before?
No.
It's pretty.
I've heard people. Just make sure they weren't waiting on us.
So you're a pretty good golfer?
Scramble golf, I mean, not my own ball. I haven't played my own ball this year. Prince was, that's what, it was 94, only teed off at 11.
Did Alex play? The River? My buddy. From Evansville? No, the other Alex.
Oh, yeah, the guy, yeah. I didn't know that dude. And I'll tell you what, he came up to me at like, I don't know, midnight or something, 1 o'clock. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was well on my way.
He probably was too.
He was like, "Ty." I'm like, man, I'm sorry. I hope you're right.
You did send it, though?
Yes.
Okay. If I give you my business card, can you email that to me today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the letter. I'm just gonna
Okay.
give a list of the.
Okay. Here, I'll give you this. Just email the list to me, please. Okay.
Okay, so let's start with who you are and your relationship to the business.
I'm the owner of the property, and she's my general manager.
Okay, and is this your first alcoholic beverage license in the state of Indiana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you prepare this application yourself, or did someone prepare it for you?
Along with the help of my GM.
And did you have a chance to review the application after it was prepared?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And were all the answers contained in this application answered in a truthful manner?
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish to add to the application?
No.
Are you the only owner of the business?
I have a partner.
And did you list him or her?
Yes.
Is there at least 200 feet between your premise and any church or school?
Yes.
Do you understand that an excise officer may enter, inspect, and search your permit premise at any time without a warrant?
Yes.
Are you applying for carry-out privileges?
No.
Are you applying for limited separation?
No.
You're not applying for limited, carry-out privileges? Is that what is considered when they can take it to their room?
No, there
That's
is,
not?
no.
Never mind, you were right, I was wrong. Okay, what are we doing? You're a hotel and you want an alcohol license?
Yes, sir. Like it's a courtyard, and we serve alcohol to the guests who come there.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
How does the transaction take place?
It takes place at the register.
At the register?
Mhm.
So you keep all of the alcohol contained behind a cabinet wall or some?
Yes, there's a bar to separate the dining area and the serving area.
Okay, and then what is your policy on checking IDs?
We check everybody's ID.
What happens if someone does serve a minor?
We would not serve a minor because we would check their ID first, but if they were, they would be immediately terminated.
Part of a written policy?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, good luck.
Calling RR 494-2743, Rise Restaurant LLC, doing business as The Pub, address 1301 South High School Road.
When I think of the pub, I think of this stuff down here by Contigo.
Yeah.
My God.
Morning.
Good morning.
Rise.
Rise,
Rise Restaurant.
Yes.
just Rise Restaurant?
Rise,
No, it's Rise and Shine.
This is Rise and Shine?
Rise and Shine Breakfast House.
Breakfast House.
All right, sir, I recognize you, but what's your name?
Jose Moniz.
And how many licenses do you have now, Jose?
Got about 5.
5? How many violations?
2.
What were they for?
That was for one of the buzzers picking up empty bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago from one establishment.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other one was for the faded sign, non-smoking on the front of the door.
Sure. And so you're going to have a breakfast restaurant?
No, the breakfast restaurant is already there.
With the beer wine.
With the beer and wine. And then now that I find a 3-way.
We're going from a two-way to a three-way.
Okay. questions for him?
Nothing's changing.
Nothing changing. We're doing serving to the tables only. We don't have a bar or anything.
All right, with that, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Good luck, Jose.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute comfort break. We'll be right back before we start violations. Call it.
Oh, I'm good. Calling RR 4902796, the Ocean Air Restaurant Company, Inc., doing business as the Ocean Air Seafood Room, address 30 South Meridian Street.
I just sent you. You know, you know.
Okay.
That wasn't in the original.
It was just settled. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Were you here at the beginning of the meeting? Were you sworn in?
Yes. So for the record, Alex Intermill, Bose McKinney, and I have Ryan Height. He's the manager of the Ocean Air, just right downtown, likely all familiar with it. This is a bit of an unusual one. Officer Sunye and I were talking just a bit ago. Unusual because, as you typically see in the settlement, and this has been settled with the ATC prosecutor, Drew Wignall, there's language in there that says this is a settlement in exchange for an admission of the violations below. And the violations in this instance were sale to an intoxicated person, employee acting without a permit, and employee records. $1,500 penalty. The penalty was paid. Prosecutor Wignall struck the admission language. The reason for that, and it was at our request and working with Ocean Air, is this violation relates to a tragic incident with someone dying. The customer is Griffin, who was involved in that accident. She had a criminal jury trial scheduled for September 8th, actually just coming up. I just checked the docket. That has been continued again. So we're not sure when that will happen. My firm and Ryan's not involved in the criminal side of things. That is a different set of folks. But it's important because we have not been able to obtain the IMPD investigatory records. We have requested them, but because of the ongoing criminal trial, they were requiring a subpoena. And since we do not have a lawsuit on the civil side of things, we've been notified by the deceased's civil attorney to preserve records, and we've done all that, but we don't have a live lawsuit yet. So I don't have a way to get those records to review.
Okay.
So, all of that to say, we did not want to and weren't in a position to admit to the sale to an intoxicated person. If you've read through the report, I've reviewed the video. I've reviewed the information that I have available to me. I've interviewed Ian Sergeson, who was the manager. He's no longer with Ocean Air, but I did talk with him back in November, as well as Mateo Rincon, another employee that was involved, bartender, and Natalie, her last name escapes me. Collins. So we've done our due diligence. We have a different view of the world from what the excise report says, but we don't have all of the facts as well. So we just weren't in a position to admit, but we did want to settle because we want to renew the permit and move forward. So with that said, it is still of the utmost importance to Ocean Air and their parent company, Landry, that has a lot of restaurants all over the country, that these things don't happen. Employees have been retrained. The managers talk with employees regularly about looking for signs of intoxication. This happened in Colts season, after a Colts game. That's upon us again. So understanding when big events are going on and there's lots of crowds and maybe somebody's coming from a Colts game or coming from a Fever game, they might have had something to look out for that. We think the employees did that in this instance as well, and that there's evidence to support that. But this highlights it for Ryan and all of his staff, and he can tell you about their training and the safeguards that they have to make sure that this question doesn't come before you again. The employee records it was also a little bit interesting. It had dealt with a DUI or an OWI that the employee had, and it was holding up his permit, which was something that my understanding is Ocean Air couldn't see from their side. It was going on in the background, but when notified, that piece was lesser.
Because it
and that
wasn't
was
settled either, I
Cor-
assume?
yeah,
It was still in the...
It was in the limbo line, but...
Somebody put him or her on the floor.
Correct, yeah. So, with that, we do take this extremely seriously from the time of the incident to present and before the incident, when we think the training was there to prevent these types of things. Again, like I said, we disagree with the facts, but we don't want to belittle by any stretch that, look, excise thought there was a violation, we're addressing that, we paid that, and again, Ryan, you can explain to the board briefly about the training and the talks that you have with your team and your staff.
Sure. Every year we do a corporate mandated training program for alcohol service. Goes through showing signs of intoxication, steps to take once those are identified, and being able to just address responsible alcohol service in general. We continually impress upon the servers and the bartenders the need for just observation and keen awareness, especially going through into a cold season. Company policy, anybody over 40 or anybody that looks under the age of 40 is immediately carded. And then we've taken steps to improve the communication from recognizing issues as, because everybody has to walk through that front door, so being able to identify those opportunities and say, hey, this is a yellow light, we need to keep an eye on what's going on here, identifying that, communicating that to the individual that is taking care of this guest, be vigilant, be mindful, and then take necessary steps. All employees are empowered with manager support to provide that if they have any sort of feeling that this person is no longer needed to be served or is too intoxicated. They have our immediate support in making those decisions.
How long have you been with Ocean Air?
I've been with the company for 5 years.
5 years. And when did this happen?
This took place in, I'm not sure.
Let's
see.
Well, were you...
Get you the specific date.
September 20...
I took over this location in November of
last
year. So this happened.
That's probably why you're here, I believe, right? So the people involved, one of them is no longer employed there?
Two.
Both are no longer employed there, okay.
But not because of this situation.
Oh.
Ian Sergerson, he actually called me earlier in the summer, June or so, and let me know. He put in his 2 weeks or whatnot and just moved. He's at another restaurant here in town. Mateo, the bartender, I'm not sure the circumstances of why he left, but it wasn't, at least...
It wasn't related
to this.
Because if it's related to this, then there's an admission of some sort, which would then cloud the legal on the other one?
Perhaps. I mean, and just
Yeah.
Ocean Air policy, and Ryan could talk about that. We looked at the circumstances of the violation, and the company decided that they didn't deem the situation to warrant termination, but certainly the retraining and pulling all of the staff, not only the managers and the folks involved, but everybody together to say, hey, this is what happened, use it as a teaching tool.
I'm just trying to form it in my head where I'm at. So, because it's not settled, usually a case is settled before the local board.
It is settled for as far as the commission is concerned.
Okay.
It's settled for the renewal today. Basically, they went ahead and they paid the violation for the charges of sales to intoxicated person, employee permit, and then records of employee permits.
That is
However, there's a cover letter it's a non-admission and a disclaimer saying that they'll pay it to move forward, but they're not admitting to it.
But then the prosecutor accepts that.
Right. And also to clarify, on the prosecutor's letter, typically it reads, to resolve the violations in lieu of a hearing and in exchange for an admission to the underlying facts related to the violations. That clause, and in exchange for an admission to the underlying facts, Prosecutor Wignall removed that language from his settlement letter.
So just for the board discussion, we've got the prosecutor who's agreeing to move on. So then, for me, it seems like we're trying to assess, are they in a better position today to make sure something like that doesn't happen? They're not gonna admit it happened. So we have to know.
Don't mean it didn't happen.
That's
Doesn't
right.
mean it didn't happen.
And, you know, I understand there's some sensitivity because they're pending criminal and possible civil litigation. However, our focus is on the violation. What happened? Have they made the proper corrections? Should they be allowed to continue with their alcohol permit? You were not employed there when the violation happened, correct?
Correct.
What do you know about the violation? We haven't talked specifically about the violation yet.
Other than the fact that I know that it, took place and that it happened, I've heard differing conversations from, people that were involved. I've read the excise report. The excise report was the first official statement that I've seen coming. I've heard stories, but again, things change over time, things get embellished, so exactly what the 100% truth is, all I have is that excise report to go off of.
And that's all we have to go off of right now, too.
So I can tell you that, that I was involved pretty much from after the incident happened, and Officer Swallow and others came in, and started doing the investigation under the place of last drink, the POLD, as they call it. We think there's some discrepancy there, looking at the video footage. The woman, Ms. Griffin, who is the customer in question, we've got video of her leaving with a man that she was there in Ocean Air with. She gets in the passenger seat and they leave. Sometime later, there's an accident. She was driving. So we're not certain that Ocean Air was the place of her last drink. At some point in time, she moved from passenger side to the driver's side. We don't know when that was. We don't know where that was. We don't know if where that was involved more drinking, so that it wasn't Ocean Air as the place of last drink. But we do know that she came in after the Colts game. She was checked. She was observed. I've looked at the video. I talked with the manager, Mateo, Natalie, the folks that were involved in the situation. Their statements differ somewhat from the reporting in the excise report. Unfortunately, there's not a recording of the excise interviews to run against their statements. But she came into the restaurant after the Colts game, had a glass of wine, met another gentleman there, 2 other guys come in. These guys were also, I think, probably, as Ryan said, would have been yellow lights. And I think she had 2 glasses of wine. There was an order of Maker's Mark shots. She, for whatever reason, spit her Maker's Mark shot onto the ground, at which time that was enough and everyone was asked to leave.
By staff?
Yeah.
So it wasn't
correct.
their decision?
No. That was, staff was aware and watching. There was also getting her food, getting all of these folks water, keeping an eye on them, following Ocean Air's procedures. But as mentioned, I mean, are we in a better position, or is Ocean Air in a better position today to address and to avoid these types of situations? I would say yes. I think they were in a great position beforehand, but this incident, us being here today, the specter of possible more litigation down the road, has even increased the sensitivity and awareness, company-wide, from the server on up.
Oh, sure. There's no doubt.
It has been a topic of conversation, especially going into this cold season again, what transpired previously and what is our duty and what are our responsibilities when it comes to, public
Everybody in this county that has this license, right?
So in the report, the manager Sergeson?
Yeah, Ian Sergeson.
Said that because she came in tipsy, he stated he told the staff that he would need to approve alcoholic beverages that she ordered prior to service. Is that typically a policy?
No,
That's just something that he came up with?
I don't know.
I can test what I talked to Ian about, that he disputes the tips, or at least what he meant by tipsy. Not tipsy as intoxicated. I mean, that's the standard, right? Was she visibly intoxicated so that you shouldn't have served her? He didn't mean that. So just that, but when you read, she came in a little tipsy, but we don't like that, and we understand that that looks bad, but we've investigated that, and we don't think that means visibly intoxicated. But she was like, I think probably the yellow light that Ryan mentioned, that, hey, we want to make sure that if she gets anything, make sure you're coming. He wanted a second set of eyes on it. That's where one of the breakdowns happened, or could have happened, because Mateo didn't let Ian Sergeson, the manager, know on a drink. And I think that, Ryan, that's probably what you're talking about, is really increasing and making sure that communication among the staff in these types of situations, that it happens, because it may not have happened in this instance.
Well, tough ones. Are there any questions from the board? Any discussions we could have that'll help?
Well, I think, number one, we need to take a couple of things out of our decision, right? We need to take out the fact there's possible pending litigation and focus on the events that happened, whether or not they acted appropriately. And then we need to take out, too, the fact that it's a high-end restaurant, to be quite frank.
Yeah. That part.
They all, because everyone has the same responsibility.
Yeah.
I do believe they've gotten, Officer Sunya, I think you've got their compliance record. I think their history is good.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And so it's not what, we often see. I mean, it's a tragedy. And unfortunately, Ms. Griffin was at Ocean Air before that tragedy. Whether Ocean Air was the cause of that, we dispute. But the sensitivity and taking it seriously and the obligation, that is crystal clear, and there's no question to that.
To the Red Room. I don't know if, Peter, if you were here, but the Red Room in Broderville, didn't we have someone leave there and get in an accident? Does that ring a bell to you? Gosh, it's been a couple of years though.
Off the top of my head.
All right, somebody's got to make a motion. Have you had enough discussion for, well then, does someone have a motion they want to make? Have they landed on anything?
I'm just trying to make sure I understand all the facts of the report. There hasn't been any testimony. Typically, we have testimony from the manager, the owner, the committee, somebody saying, this is what happened, we understand this, but obviously they're not wanting to talk about the specifics. So all we can go on is what the excise report says. And it states that she came in, according to the report, that she came in showing signs of intoxication, and she was served by employees. There aren't any interior cameras. All they have are the exterior cameras, which she looked like when she was outside. But there is a receipt from Mrs. Griffin that showed.
Where was that?
She is near the
top,
page 6, I think. That she shows that she had ordered 14 oysters, 2 9-ounce glasses of Love Block wine, 2 bottles of Coors Light, 3 2-ounce shots of Makers, and 1 2-ounce shot of Makers 46, 1 2-ounce shot of Makers.
And we don't know, that's for the table?
That's for the table.
Correct.
We had 4 at the table?
Yes. 3, I think they were sitting at the bar. Ms. Griffin came by herself. was joined by another gentleman. So I think that's where the Coors Lights come in, that she was buying his beers. They also ordered more oysters in the food. Then there were two other guys that were at the bar that then they started chatting up, and that's where the round of makers shots came from for those guys. And then Ms. Griffin spit hers on the floor and was asked to leave.
Okay. What's your role again?
I'm the general manager.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion. I'm comfortable with a one-year renewal with the understanding of any further violations. I wouldn't have an appetite for, I mean, someone died here, right? They're disputing who drove what, but we're looking at who was intoxicated when they got here, and were they overserved. I feel confident in their past history of not having violations. This is a tragic one. I'm confident that they've had that they understand what's at stake. I could be swayed, but that's where I'm at. Peter, how does that land on you? No, I'll just go ahead and make the motion, and then we'll find out. So I'll make a motion for a one-year renewal with the understanding that I would have no appetite for anything further. Is there a second?
I think I was second of 1 year.
You could second that, so is that?
Hesitantly.
No, I don't.
Hesitantly, I
Right.
could second.
So there's a motion and a second for a one-year renewal. Very hesitant. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Good luck.
Thank you.
And I hope we got it right.
That's tough.
That's a tough.
You said put the blinders on, that helped. Calling DL 492-0495, Aldi, Indiana LP, doing business as Aldi 75, address 5235 North Keystone Avenue.
Clark Kirkman with Clark Quinn. I'd like to request a continuance. They just received this notice of violation last week on a March incident report.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Calling RR 492-4842, Thai Papaya Inc., doing business as Thai Papaya Restaurant, address 3905 West 96th Street, Suite 1000.
Thai Papaya. That you? No?
I'll show it continue.
Okay.
Calling DL 492-6169, Kroger Limited Partnership number 1, doing business as Kroger J number 998, address 1365 East 86th Street.
Look at him. All right. Hello. Could you identify yourself and your relationship to the business, please?
Yeah, my name is Jared Payton. I am the store manager.
All right, Jared. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, I do.
Were you the store manager when this happened?
I was not, no.
They do that to us.
What's that?
They do that to us. As soon as there's a violation, they change the
It
people.
seems like
so
that.
we can never talk to the person who was there.
Right.
All right. So what happened?
From my understanding, what had happened was that an associate had sold to at least somebody that was appearing to be a minor during a sting.
Okay. What's the policy for the corporation?
The policy for the corporation is that we ID everybody, regardless of age, but especially if they look under 40.
Okay. So what happened to the employee?
She was indefinitely suspended, and then because Kroger is a union company, she grieved her suspension and ended up getting her job back based on HR.
Any retraining, I assume, of some sort?
Yep, so as soon as she was onboarded again. She had to go through what all of our associates have to go through, which is mandatory alcohol sales training that shows signs of impairment, how to look at an ID, what ID is acceptable. And after that, she was, and it actually still is, put on special observation. So whenever we're conducting our team observations, we're making sure that, you know, if there's alcohol present, that she's following the proper protocols.
And how long has this location had a license?
I'm not sure right offhand.
This is
2010 is when we opened.
Yeah, 2009. This is their first violation. Was a compliance check. So corporate policy for sales to minor is not automatic termination.
So I don't believe that it's automatic termination. It's case by case. But we determined, you know, in that instance that we would terminate.
But through a union grievance
Yeah.
conversation, that's a tough spot for them. All right, any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling RR 4904451 D&E Groves LLC, doing business as 31 Bar and Grill, address 3131 Shelby Street.
Continuance.
Okay.
Calling RR 4934236, Exceed Expectations, doing business as La Peep Restaurants, address 8487 Union Chapel, Suite 2400.
All right. Sir, what's your name and relationship to the business?
Ali Hisraki, I'm the managing partner.
Managing partner?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you know why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Expired liquor license, expired employee permit.
Okay. Just pull it up here, do the permit.
How many servers do you have?
Probably about 50, 55 altogether.
For all your locations? How many, so how are those records kept?
So each location, the front of the house manager is responsible for keeping track of reminding the employee. The problem with this one was the gatekeeper was not doing a good job for her own, so.
So what happened to her?
She just forgot to renew it.
No, what'd you do?
So once I find this out, now we have a database that everybody's name, license, expiration is there, so we know in advance.
Okay. Who's responsible for that? You are?
Yes.
So that's your responsibility,
That's my
month to
job.
month, you go in there, and you've got everything ordered by dates? All right. That's just management, and that's what we usually say, guys, I guess, you know. But if you were here earlier, you know, these things slip, and then they become another violation, and then a bigger and a bigger, but you're telling the board this is a one-off and not a trend?
Yes, sir.
Because we don't have a lot of repeat, never had repeat issues. Are you guys changing your name?
You already did?
Yeah, you already did.
Yeah.
All right.
Maple.
Yeah, Maple, that was it. Any questions from the board? Yeah, I'll accept a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Calling RR 4934739, KJ Bond LLC, doing business as Red's Corner, 2137 South Meridian Street.
Anyone here for Red's Corner? Okay, should continue.
Calling DL 4931516, Aldi, Indiana LP, doing business as Aldi, address 5151 East 82nd Street, Suite 100.
There we go.
I'll request a continuance for that one as well. It's not- Oh, never mind.
All right, ma'am, what's your name and your relationship to the business?
Grace Eichenberger, District Manager.
Grace, do you know why you're here?
Yes.
Why?
We had an employee fail a sting back in March, and she sold alcohol to a minor.
What is your policy on checking IDs?
Any customer that appears to be under 40 years of age is required to present ID.
So what happened with your employee?
She claims that she was, stressed out, multitasking, distracted, although she recognizes those are all just excuses, and just ultimately failed to check the ID.
But what happened to her?
Oh, she was placed on a final warning.
Okay. And that's part of a written policy?
Correct.
All right. How long have you been at that store?
I've been over that store location since about August of 2023.
All right. Do we have a long violation report?
No, it's a compliance check.
Yeah.
Do you have any training programs?
Yes, so all employees are required to sign off on our national procedure for alcohol sales when they're first hired, and then every year thereafter they are required to sign off on that as well. And she was reassigned that training after she failed that sting.
I was just reading part of the report. It said that where they went to speak with the clerk and said she didn't even know what winking owl was. Is there something in the register that pops up when alcohol is scanned that says check ID?
Yes.
So she would have known it was alcohol and she needed to check an ID?
Yes.
So the transaction will go through. Did she put in a different birth date?
It just says meet age criteria, enter this for yes, enter this for no, so they don't actually have to enter the birth date.
So the clerks make the judgment call on whether or not they believe they appear to be under 40?
Correct.
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Calling RR 493-5179 Juicy Seafood Indy, doing business as Juicy Seafood Restaurant and Bar, address 2801 Lake Circle Drive.
Can you please swear Mr. Bacon in?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you have given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And sir, what is your name and relationship to the business?
My name's Lindsey Bacon. I'm the regional general manager.
Okay. Mr. Bacon, do you know why you're here?
Yes,
Why?
because of a violation at that particular restaurant.
What happened in that violation?
Got served without card.
This was another compliance check with excise.
What is your policy for checking IDs?
Right now, it's a written policy in the staff agreement that all patrons need to be, or customers served, carded regardless of their age.
And what happened to the employee?
She was terminated.
How long have you had your license?
That particular restaurant since for like 8 years now.
There was a compliance check in 2019 and they passed.
Okay.
So they've had no previous violations.
It's a one-off, not a trend.
Excuse me.
Do you feel like this is a trend or a one-off?
One-off.
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Calling RR 493-5371 45 LLC, doing business as The Vogue, address 6259 North College Avenue.
And there should be 2 violations for them.
Next month.
Continue. Okay.
Calling DL 493-2005 Indiana Fine Wine and Spirits LLC, doing business as Total Wine, Spirits, Beer and More, address 1460 East 86th Street.
This is a unique one. Wasn't this the first license held outside of the state of New York? Yeah.
For Total Wine.
Yeah.
This was their first one, yeah.
And even in the state, wasn't it?
The first, yeah, so the first packaged liquor store, we were involved in that. You go down memory lane, there was a former statute on the books that said to have a packaged liquor store license, you had to be an Indiana resident, bona fide Indiana resident. We challenged that law and won, and here we are.
Now,
But
see what you've done?
it was much better when we're here just getting new permits, and unfortunately today we're here to talk about a compliance check that wasn't passed.
Well, let's see who you have with you.
So David Eads.
Store manager, store north.
Were you the store manager when this happened?
No, it was not.
It's every time. Okay, tell me what happened, as you've been
From
told.
what I understand, it was a compliance check, and they failed the sting.
Yeah.
They sold to a minor.
What is your policy?
It's automatic termination for the employee. Pretty straightforward. If the employee takes it upon themselves and doesn't involve a manager, then they're out. If they question it, call a manager over, and a manager approves it, then the manager's out.
What is your policy for checking IDs?
Anyone that appears 40 or under, we check. And actually, the computer, the system will, you flip it over, you can scan the back of it, and it will lock it up if it doesn't meet the criteria.
In this instance, it's not in the excise report, at least I don't believe it is, but Total Wine did their own internal investigation and talked with the employee and like, what are you doing? You know that our policy is if they look under 40. I've seen the picture of she looks under 40. And her comment was, she reminded me of my nephews that are over 21, and so I thought she was over 21 as well, and just didn't follow the policy, served, and she was terminated. You may recall, again, Total Wine takes this very seriously. They're in the majority of the states in the country now, and every state prohibits selling to someone who's not 21. They do in-depth internal compliance checks of their own.
Like secret shoppers?
Yeah, exactly. And if the associates pass, they actually get a financial bonus or an incentive to, that, hey, good job, you did your job, you followed the policies. So it's taken very seriously. Employees know it. This former employee now did not follow the policy, and that brings us here today.
She's no longer there.
Correct.
The scanning, when you scan something, do they punch in what they see on the ID, or do they scan the ID?
They can do either one. They can put it in, or they can scan it. If they scan it, then the computer does the work for them. And if it actually goes a step further, if they are 21, between 21 and 22, it still stops it, and a manager has to come up and verify it, and then approve it from there. So anybody that's on the border, we can catch too. But then we also only allow the cashiers to do contiguous state IDs. So if it's not a contiguous state, one they might not be aware of, they don't see that often.
Sure. They'll
call a manager, or if it's an ID, a passport or something that they might not be aware of, they call a manager and we have to approve it.
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Calling DL 493-2133, Rajusuru Inc., doing business as Rajusuru Inc., address 3801 East New York Street.
This one's going to sound familiar. This is a remanded application. If you remember...
This is taxes.
This was, well, it was an issue of hindrance.
I do remember.
Yeah, but the father was in India, he was the owner, the son came in, and we felt like the son wasn't being honest with us. They asked the commission if we would rehear it with the father being here, and so that's where we're at.
Okay.
I just need to be sworn in as well.
Okay. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you've given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and state your names for the record.
Tua Verma.
Rajendra Verma.
And you're the owner, sir, correct?
Yeah, well, we're both co-owners.
You're both co-owners. But you were not. Were you an owner at the time?
Yeah.
You were here last time?
Yeah.
Right, and Rajendra was traveling back in March, so, and I was not present at that hearing either. So, we had, Officer Sunier already kind of reminded the board of what previously occurred. We asked for remand because, I was able to work with the clients, get certain documents. I'm hoping to present them to you today and just clear up what happened in March. Again, there were 2 violations that they had that they had since their last renewal. One was a SAC check fail, and the other was there was a hindering the display of the permit and then failure to post no smoking signage. First, on the SAC violation, I just would like to note that they have actually installed an ID scanner now. So they use that for every transaction. They card everyone, and it shuts the transaction down if the ID doesn't come back with an over 21. So they've hopefully addressed that going forward. They did also provide me this, they did pass last year a tobacco check, so that this is from the FSSA congratulating them on passing that age-restricted purchase check. So the other violation, there were basically 2 issues. One had to do with receipts that were in the back office that, showed these negative transactions, and the other had to do with the clerk. In the incident report, the clerk, it talked about the clerk, he wouldn't give his last name, and I would just like to present, there was some wondering of what was going on there. And this was provided to excise following the incident report and the settlement, but this is like his one ID that they did have, showing he really does only have the one name. So this employee was in training, and after this all occurred, he was dismissed. He's no longer working there. Never completed his probationary period. The other issue, and Atul can probably explain this better than me, but basically their software at their facility went haywire, and they were inputting new products into the system. A decimal place was off, and all of their accounts for their different departments went negative. They ended up, so these right here are, this is from their carrier for Verifone, showing that they had to remotely restart their software. And this is actually this is another log from the company that, if you go to this is what the company provided when a tool reached out to say, hey, so this is the case number that was opened for it, and so they had to remotely restart. It was actually, but what's important to note is that it was an issue on the software end. And so they rang through these negative charges, and then they rang it back through positive to fix the glitch. And Tool, is there anything else?
Yeah, that's basically it. We contacted Verifone in regards to this issue. They had to reload and restart the software fully and upgrade our system fully, and that's what.
And so you've now upgraded your.
Yeah, it's.
You had an older.
Yeah, older software system on our commander unit.
And that's when excise comes in.
And excise, yeah, so the excise came in on the 27th, and then they fixed it the next day on the 28th.
Yeah, by contacting Verifone, we had to wait for them to do it from their end because we were unable to do it from ours.
So we had this issue and we had a minor served.
There was, yes, there was a SAC
From
violation.
the person in training.
Right.
When somebody went to the back, I think?
No.
No.
That's a different.
Different.
No,
That's
no.
different.
That's not.
This one, so they had the SAC violation that was dealt with and issued on a date, certain date, and then officers went back in later on because the clerk wasn't providing his full name during the compliance check. And then additionally, while they're in there, they found some other things like the failure to post the smoking signs in the permit, and then ultimately the hindering. So one of the issues, and I understand that there are glitches that happen with computer systems, but in the report it states that find it. Mr. Verma, is that you? That at one point in the office, you picked up a stack of receipts and stood up and moved them to your pocket, like you were going to put them into your pocket.
Actually, they were useless for me. I was throwing in the garbage bin. And he said, okay, you took it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can I speak for him because his English isn't that
Yes,
that well?
of course.
So he was actually trying to just throw it in the garbage because at that point we had already contacted Verifone and the receipts were useless. But for some reason, the excise officer said that he was attempting to put it in his pocket.
Do you understand how that looks when officers are looking through documents on your desk? And you pick up a
100%.
stack of papers and
100%. My father didn't really understand what was going on at that moment, so he was just unaware of what he was doing at that moment.
And I would also just note that they got these NOVs and settled them immediately. So they didn't contact an attorney. They didn't, I mean, if they had contacted me to kind of go over this and their side of the story with the prosecutor, hopefully we would not have had the hindering violation on the settlement. But, the settlement, it was issued on March 22nd. It was signed and settled on March 28th.
So tell me about the state. We voted, I guess we voted to deny.
Voted to deny.
And then you
so it went into the administrative appeal process. Once I really got working on it, I guess I just thought that rather than go through a full-blown administrative appeal, what I had gathered, I thought was enough to just come to this board for a do-over hearing.
But you had to tell.
I filed a motion for remand to the local board with the Alcohol and Tobacco Commission. That vote was approved by the 4 commissioners of the ATC, and they voted
But they reviewed this new information before they send it back to us?
I didn't give them this evidence, no.
So you just asked them, so
I
they-
told them in my motion that, I had information that I would like to present to the board for all intents and purposes.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a read on where the state was at.
So the other question too I have on the hindering, because hindering to me is a big deal.
That's a big one.
And the reason it's a big deal is because when you apply for a license and you're given a license, you state that you understand that you got to cooperate with excise police. The officer stated in his report that you told them that Santi was not an employee.
He was in his probationary shadowing training period at that point in time. He wasn't really in, he was just seeing how everything worked. At that point in time, we could call it training, but he was literally his first 2 days there.
But you were paying him?
Yeah.
No, he was
not being paid?
Not paid.
He was wearing a shell shirt, an employee
Yeah,
shirt. He
we-
had sold to the minor previously.
Yeah, so when he had sold to the minor, he was doing it while we were all in the back, dealing with inventory and things like that. We shouldn't have even done the sale in the first place, and that's our fault for letting him,
So
proceed.
he's in training.
Yeah.
We're not disputing that.
No, I'm just trying to understand. He's in training, he's behind the cash register, and he's not supposed to be making any sales, but he's left unsupervised behind the cash register to make sales.
He wasn't unsupervised at that moment of time when he made that sale. There was actually 3 people behind him, including my mother and, my cousin was there as well. So there was other people there that he wasn't just standing there unsupervised.
So there were people there watching him, observing him make a sale.
Yeah, the original people that my actual workers were working there, but they were working with the inventory and like putting cigarettes packs up and everything else. And while that happened, a customer came in and he took the initiative, which he shouldn't have, and did the sale.
And it just so happened that it was a compliance check and it was excise.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. But this is our first violation since we've ever gotten it, and even since then, we filed extensions and had no violations. We've upgraded our system. We just want to do right by this, and we don't believe that one mistake should.
Yeah, to that point, I mean, this is from March of 2024, so, they've been operating for over a year since this. Up until then, had a good record of compliance. This occurred. We're asking for a renewal and to continue to show compliance.
I will tell you, I don't know if you guys remember, but this was a location I went into myself prior to the meeting because I wanted to see if they would comply with excise. And they did. The day I was in there, they were very compliant. The employee had an ID. Mr. Verma was out of town, but he was willing to send his daughter into the office to unlock the office for us. And I was fully prepared to come into this meeting, that meeting, and approve them at least for 1 year. But then we felt like, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, sir.
Atul.
I felt, the board felt like he was not being honest with us at the time. His answers to our questions didn't make any sense, kind of like the answer just now about the employee. Well, he wasn't an employee, he wasn't being unsupervised, he shouldn't have made the sale, but he did make the sale, and then just by happenstance was excise, coincidence.
Well, let's do this in the matter of, I feel like we've heard this case a couple times. I'm going to make a motion for a 1-year renewal. That gives you guys 12 months to show us that these are problems of the past. You've got your software in place now, so we shouldn't have any problems there. You know the state rules. I make a motion for a 1-year renewal. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second for a 1-year renewal. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.
I think your phone was blinking again. Maybe it's off. No, you're the guy behind you. I keep catching this disco ball reflection.
DL 493-2227, Rockville 73 Inc., doing business as King Liquors, address 7302 Rockville Road.
All right, sir, what is your name and your relationship to the business?
My name is Sukhwinder Deep Singh. So I run place for them. When they are not here, I look after the place.
Are you an employee? Do you work for this establishment? Are you paid by these people?
Whenever I go there, then.
So what is your role? I'm wondering if you should even be here.
Manager.
You are a manager?
Yes, we run other location for them.
Do you have a manager's agreement on file? Do you have an employee permit?
Yes.
You do? Do you have a manager's agreement, a manager's questionnaire on file that shows the commission that you're the manager?
No, because the owner, the guy who take care, he's out of town right now. So that's why on behalf of him.
Let's just postpone this. I'd like to talk to him. So you tell him wherever he's at, that we'll have a meeting the first Monday of next month, and at 9:30 we'll start it, and he can be here.
October 6th.
Sure, that's
He
fine.
needs to come to the meeting on October 6th.
Sure, I will tell him that.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great month.
Thank you.
Calling DL 493-2305 Indy Smoke Time, Inc., doing address 1904 East Broad Ripple Avenue.
All right, sir, what's your name and your relationship to the business?
My name is Jan Pal Singh, and I'm the owner.
You're the owner?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Why?
My employee sold to minors.
All right. Indy Smoke Shop.
What happened?
There you go.
Walk through it.
Actually, I was not there, employees there, but I asked, like, someone came there and he did not check IDs and sold to that. He did a mistake, and after that, we just fired him because our policy is if somebody sells to the minors, it will be terminated from the job. But he worked for us last 2 years, and I gave him one chance for giving like I will retrain him. Right now he's still working same location, but.
How many employees you got?
I have 4 employees.
Do you have a training program on checking IDs?
Yes, sir.
How long have you had your license?
This location last 2 years running.
How many violations do you have?
Just only this one.
This one?
Yes, sir.
How does the transaction take place? Do you have a scanner?
Yes, sir.
So you scan the ID?
No.
No.
Actually check the ID.
You check the ID and then you punch in numbers?
No, not punching numbers.
You just hold it? It's there?
You just look at the ID.
Yes, sir.
Leaves you a little vulnerable. From an ownership standpoint, there are scanners out there that will not allow a transaction to take place unless they're above the right age.
We are working on that too, like putting all of the location. We did like a couple locations, but we are working on that too.
How many locations do you have?
For that beer and beer servings, 2 locations, one on Broad Ripple and one on College Avenue. But I have a tobacco store, which one's scan ID too.
Or just tobacco?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever send in secret shoppers to check your own staff?
We do like our manager, and but we don't send like everybody knows each other. So we try to send like my personal buddies,
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Calling RR 493-7365 Copia LLC, doing business as Another Broken Egg Cafe. Address 5025 East 82nd Street, Suite 2500.
Amy, would you swear Mr. Craig in?
You need sworn in. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you have given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
What's your name, sir?
Wesley Ryan Craig,
And your relationship to the business?
one of the co-owners.
How many locations do you have?
In total, we have 8 locations. As far as Copia is concerned, we have 5.
And how long have you had the permit at this location?
2017, no, sorry, 2021.
Do you know why you're here?
Yes.
Why are you here?
One of our employees did not check an ID.
It was a compliance check.
Yes.
What's your policy for checking IDs?
Anybody who orders alcohol gets checked.
Regardless of age?
Correct.
So what happened with this server?
She just decided not to check. And when the alcohol was then brought back to the guest by the bartender trying to help out, he's the one that got dinged. So it was kind of a the right person did not get the correct fine. It's the best way to explain it.
So someone else brought the alcohol to the table.
Server took the order, the server took the order, did not card them. put the order in. The bartender was doing a solid by helping her out by delivering it to the table, and he dropped it at the table. Honestly, what should have happened is she should have carded the first time, and when he brought it to the table, he should have recognized that it was someone who was underage and stopped and said, hey, what he did, from what I was told from our internal investigation, he set the alcohol to the person that looked the oldest, but it wasn't the person that ordered it. So it's kind of a calamity of errors.
How long did you say you had your license for?
Since this location, 2021.
And how many violations do you have?
None.
What happened in this scenario to the employees?
The original server was termed. The bartender who took it was written up and also went back through and had to do the retraining through the corporate training, alcohol training program, through another broken egg of America.
Sure. Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. Thank you.
Calling RR 493-8398 PC Entertainment LLC, doing business as Nevermore, address 39 Jackson Place, Suite 135.
Anyone here for Nevermore? Okay, so continue.
Calling RR 493-8992 Indy Supermart Inc., address 2040 East Washington Street.
This one's going to be continued as a pending violation.
Calling RR 493-9978 Fusion Inc., doing business as Moon Bar and Grill, address 148 East Market.
This one's been continued. But before I move on that one, that's the one that we talked about at the beginning of the meeting, and said that we would continue it because of the public information request. I just want to make it really clear, because I don't want to set a bad precedent, that it wasn't because he just received the items from IMPD this morning. That was not the reason for the continuance. The continuance was because he had submitted a public information request a month ago and hadn't received the information back to review that. I want to make that clear distinction.
So the distinction is that, help me out with the morning part, because that's part of, I think it was 30 days ago. He only got it this morning, which then
They're not required to present him with the exhibits prior to the meeting. So that, I just want to be clear, I don't want to set a bad precedent and have that, we start seeing a lot of those requests. That was not the reason for the continuance. The continuance was because he had gone to the city, he had put in a public information request a month ago, and hadn't received information back from them yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to put that on the record.
Yes. Because I could see where you could start making those requests on a Friday, knowing we have a meeting on a Monday, and there's just no way.
Yes.
But if you give me 30 days, then I start to say, well.
Yes.
All right, Jamaican Breeze.
Yeah. Calling RR 494-0164 Jamaica Breeze Sports Bar and Grill LLC, doing business as Jamaica Breeze Sports Bar and Grill, address 4189 Keystone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, gosh, it is, isn't it? It's already 12:12. Thank you.
You need sworn in?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear from under the penalties for perjury that the answers that you have given on your application or any answers you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name
Howard Mason.
and your relationship to the business?
I'm the owner.
Okay. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, I am.
Why are you here?
I had a staff served a minor September 13th, about 11:40 in the morning.
So this was a compliance check.
It was.
With Excise. There were a couple other issues too, right?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
It was a server that was not supposed to sell alcohol, and the customer actually took out the alcohol. They were allowed to walk out with the alcohol.
What's your policy for checking IDs?
Everyone gets checked.
So what happened to the employee who did not?
She got verbal and a written warning. But first, she was not a bartender. She was not supposed to be serving alcohol that day. I was present, and I was supposed to be the one serving until my bartender came. I was on the premises, but not in front or at the bar.
Okay.
And we just opened up like 30 minutes. She had a lunch line, and the excise walked to the bar with the minor, and she went over there, asked them what they wanted, and she wasn't supposed to. She was supposed to get me.
So she knew she was supposed to come and get you?
Yes,
And
she didn't.
just decided on her own to serve?
Yeah, and they've got that even in the report.
Yeah. So you understand you've got all your employees that serve have to have employee permits?
Yes.
How many servers do you have with employee permits?
I have 3 servers and 2 bartenders.
Okay. And everyone's current how do you keep track of their expiration dates?
So me and my wife, she has it in her calendar. She has all their information in the calendar, so she gets a notification when something is expiring or needs to be renewed.
Okay, and then as far as the carryout goes, so apparently the minor said they had to leave, and she put the cap back on the beer and said she could take it with her.
Because we have a patio, she thought she was going to sit on a patio, but that wasn't the case.
So your employees know that there's no...
She was never supposed to even be serving.
Okay.
At all.
So this was your first compliance check?
It was.
And they got you.
And
So
they got
they're
me.
coming back. And if you're the owner and it's your name on the license, then they're your employees, and they need to understand that you have, that they have responsibilities that you bestow upon them. So is this the last time we're going to deal with something like this?
Hopefully it is. 'Cause it
Well,
was-
hope's not a strategy, I'd say. But do you have a strategy to make sure this doesn't happen
I
again?
do.
Okay.
So I do have training programs, and I went out. I did hire 2 professional bartenders and put up adequate signs where IDs, what they need to look for in an ID, because they can be handed fake IDs. And so we talked pretty much every day about how serious this business is.
Good.
So it was a lesson well learned.
I missed it. Was this employee terminated?
No, she was banned from the bar though.
Banned?
Yes. She was not.
I think that's the first
She was
time
not
I've
allowed
heard
to be in
that
the
one.
bar. Yes, it was that serious.
Not even fired, just banned. Okay, any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bang it.
All right, where am I at? Calling RR 494-1371, Tattoo Lounge LLC, doing business as Tattoo Lounge, address 404 East Thompson Street, Unit E.
You're getting sick.
This is Mr. Juan Quesada. He didn't,
Needs to be sworn in.
ya, levante la mano para jurar.
Do you understand English, sir?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so you might have to
Yes.
translate.
Okay.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury
Usted jura bajo un juramento que todo lo que diga será verdad.
Yes.
that the answers that you have given on your application
Y su nombre como aparece en la aplicación.
Juan Quesada.
or any answer you might give to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and
Y
nothing
que
but the truth?
todas las preguntas, exacto lo que conteste, va, hay que contestarlo de manera adecuada.
Sí.
Now I can explain a little bit with the situation. Mr. Quesada owns several restaurants, and he ended up in partnership with a couple and started a new adventure with this bar. Unfortunately, since he's busy with his restaurants, he let them manage the restaurant, and it become something different than in the beginning was told. I was in one meeting, and I asked what kind of bar would be, and they told me there would be something like a jazz kitchen. Later, I learned there was not like a jazz kitchen, it was more like a Hooters. And I advised him. So he started arguing with them, and at the end, they dissolved the business. He offered them to to buy them or they can buy him. But even like that, this is the first, this is the agreement they made. And he buy them out. So they are.
This is a new agreement?
out. They no longer.
This is a new agreement?
It's a new agreement. This is the new
But
agreement.
after all this happened.
After all this happened,
Oh,
because he was in disagreement with them about what's going on there. So that was shut down for a long time. Later, they reopened it.
Microphone can't hear.
Oh. Well, I will keep
Okay.
disorder. Disorders because right now, he's in the process to convert this bar in a restaurant, which is what he really is in business too. So he knows restaurants, and in this case, that would be a restaurant. Probably Mr. Nierjo went there to do the final inspection. Now, like I said, he got the new company. He reassigned the lease with the landlord for this new company, and also he's changing the chairs, tall chairs for regular restaurant chairs because it's become a sorry, I didn't speak. It's going to be a family restaurant.
Okay.
The specialty is going to be seafood. That's why the name La Mojarra. Mojarra is a type of fish.
Okay, so just to make sure that we're following you, Esther. You went into business with the Avilas, Mr. and Mrs. Avila, and thought they were going to open one type of restaurant, and they didn't follow through with what they told him and opened a different type of restaurant. I remember doing that, and I remember doing that inspection, and it looked a lot more like a nightclub than it did a restaurant.
Yeah, when they filed that one, I was not the one to file it. It was Mr. Mark.
Webb.
No Webb. Palombaro. And I was not totally involved. But like I said, this business was, not what he was expecting from these people.
Yeah, but I'm gonna, so that means you went into business with someone and did you ever visit this location?
Yeah, sometimes.
And what did you see? Did you see the very first time, this isn't what I was...
Fue y visitó y que no era lo que usted esperaba.
The service, ladies, and...
I just feel like we could be turning a blind eye. Like, it's easy to say, well, I didn't know what they were doing. Well, why did you give them your license to use? I don't know.
What were the issues with the fire marshal? Because, they were significant enough that they shut them down. What were the issues?
¿Usted sabe cuáles eran los problemas que tuvieron con los fire marshals, por eso les cerraron?
Porque creo que no pusieron algo que les había pedido ellos que pusieran.
Apparently, the fire marshals request something, and they didn't comply with fire marshal request.
Around what? What was the issue?
¿Sabe qué era?
Creo que era por una emergencia pusieran un botón que se apagara la música.
It's some kind of the bottom to shut down the music and turn the lights on so people can, in case of an emergency.
Es lo que ellos me dijeron.
It's what they was told.
Y yo no los visitaba porque no era, ellos se encargaban de todo, ellos hacían lo que ellos querían, no me hacían caso lo que yo quería.
Okay. He didn't visit that often because they were in charge of the business. And when he started complaining about what he saw, is when they start
Yo fui inversionista con ellos, yo no, inversionista.
He was the investor of the
ayudarlos.
business.
Basically money, but he was the one
Yeah.
to run it.
Y ellos se endrogaron, pero no es lo que yo quiero. I don't know. I like a family restaurants. I don't like bars.
Did you said this, but I kind of missed it. Did you approach them to buy them out, or did they ask for you to buy them out?
He never open, or you buy me out, or I buy you out, but I don't want to
Okay.
be part of this business anymore.
Okay.
Because I have more liquor license, so I don't wanna compromise liquor license restaurant.
I see. And so, but you wasn't there day to day. What's the? Will you be there day to day now? I mean, what does that look like?
¿Usted va a estar ahí ahora? Laura?
Like every day, you got a GM, a manager.
Manager.
Okay.
He's going to have a manager.
So I guess where you're going is what changes?
Right.
Right, if we do approve it, how do we know anything's different?
Well, the changes he's doing for what I saw. They used to have a tall tables, now they are regular tables. It's going to be full-service restaurant with hourly, the regular hourly restaurant.
I'm open at 9. Open 11 in the morning to 10 at night. No open.
And these people are gone?
No, they
That's
they
rough.
used to close. They used to run more like a bar.
Yeah.
So were they owners or managers?
They were owners.
Owners.
So
But
right,
this is a
so this
renewal.
is.
The Avila
So
people.
it's a renewal violation for the Mr. and Mrs. Avila and, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, and him are co-owners right now.
Got it.
They've submitted a
I see.
transfer, so
Okay.
we'll see
Yeah.
him again soon.
That's
for
what
the
was throwing me off.
transfer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, in addition to the fire marshal issues, there were issues with the application and a failure to disclose convictions for Mr. Avila.
Ellos no pagaron biles ni nada.
This is
yo
Mr.
tuve que pagar todo.
Quesada.
So Avila's the other people.
Yeah.
So
No
you
pay.
you wouldn't be like a ghost owner moving forward. Like, are these folks gonna be still involved
No,
somehow?
no. And I can tell you, I know Mr. Quesada for a long time, and no, those people were out. Actually, the wife was in Miami, still in Miami. Yeah, so they are going to be out of the picture totally.
Okay.
All right, both they're out. All right. Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
I'm making most to approve.
Motion to approve. I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
If they're gone.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
see you soon for the transfer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I will file it again because they reached it. Thank you.
Calling CH 493-0252, The Bliss Space LLC, doing business as The Bliss Space, address 8445 Castleton Corner Drive.
No.
Show it continues.
Calling RR 494-1637, Gurpertwap LLC, doing business as Punjabi Tadka Indian Cuisine, address 7035 East 96th Street, Suite K.
Show it continued.
Calling RR 494-1645, Psalms Hospitality Group, Inc., doing business as The Big Lug, address 1435 East 86th Street, Unit B.
We made it.
Almost.
Good morning again. For the record, Alex Evermill, and I have Leah Williamson here with me. She's CFO of SOMS.
Ma'am, do you know why you're here?
I do.
Why?
We are here because of a violation for serving to a minor.
Okay. How long have you had your license at that location?
17, 16-ish.
How many violations have you had on that license?
I am unsure. I've not been here that entire time. This is the first one I've known about.
How long have you been there?
since 21.
I think it may be the first, or at least first a long time. It's $1,000 penalty. Typically, that's the.
They don't have a history in my mind. I don't
No.
really.
No, it is unusual. We've worked with Psalms for quite a while now, and it's unusual to be here for this. And you probably see we have another one after this for a different location. But as you may see, this was a compliance check, failed. The policy is checking when it looks under 40. That did not happen. Did not happen at the door. This was at the upstairs pub area, which is supposed to be, I think it's 21 and over up there. According to the bartender who served the youth, he presumed, and wrongfully, that the ID was already checked and served the
Where do you
underage.
think the ID would have been checked? At the
He
door?
thought at the hostess stand, but even so, all the employees, bartenders are trained. If they see somebody that doesn't look like they're 21, ask for the ID again, and that didn't happen.
So
The employee was not fired, retrained, teaching moment, all the staff, and was written up for this.
Does your host or hostess, do they typically have employee permits?
No.
So they should definitely not be the one checking IDs. I mean, I get the idea of checking them at the door, but whoever's serving them, regardless of whether the hostess checked them, would need to check them again.
Correct. Yeah, I think it was, the hosts should know no one under 21 should be going to be seated in the upstairs. And
Yes.
that's where the disconnect was.
Did you make any changes because of this?
I would say overall as a company, we've made a lot of changes in this direction. So we were here last year, we had we restructured and became a whole unit instead of multiple entities. And as a result of that, we've become far more aware of some gaps we had. We have put in training around those gaps that we're aware of. I've sat here all morning listening to all kinds of new ideas to put into place. I think ultimately the culture is changing in our company about alcohol and what is safe and what safety means to the public. So yes, we're doing all of the above.
Could the same scenario happen where someone thinks, well, the door person got them, so I don't have to?
I would say no. We have been very specific, not just to the extent that they look 21, but that they are not over 40. Like they don't look over 40.
Yeah.
Just do the precaution. Check the ID. It's okay.
I'd say another thing that the board may want to know, we also have back here the managers of this location
that
and the
may be.
next, because Leah wanted to make sure that they get to observe what goes on here and the seriousness of when you have a violation, and it's a big deal, not only the penalty, but having to come before you, and the license and the business is really at stake.
And I'll tell you both, there are owners who require you to make those payments in some cases. We've seen that. Okay. Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, all second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Calling RR 494-1647, Psalms Hospitality Group, Inc., doing business as Psalms Place, address 2411 East 65th Street.
Okay, so this is this is Psalms Place, not Big Lug. This occurred in January of this year, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The officer and the youth came in, sat down, the officer ordered a water, the youth ordered a Budweiser, and they weren't ID'd, weren't asked for an ID, and were served. So again, as we just talked about on the Big Lug, the prior violation, not following policies, not checking the ID when someone looks under 40, and serving, and had the violation. So retraining, written work, write up, and hope to not be here again. I think President Graves, you've asked, is this a trend or
a one-off?
A one-off, and we do believe that it's a one-off. I mean, it's a big company with a lot of restaurants, a lot of transactions and employees, but everyone knows what they're supposed to do, and we expect that they will do that moving forward.
In this in this instance, what happened to the employee?
He was written up and had a 3-day suspension. And as a result of our changing culture, has decided to move away from our company.
But that's a standard policy?
To write them up?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Any further questions from the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling RR 493-9858 Noodle Ventures LLC, doing business as Slippery Noodle Inn, address 372 South Meridian Street.
I think you're alone, Greg.
Yeah.
No. All right. So I will make a motion to approve all of the automatic renewals. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second for approval. All those in favor say aye. Aye. I make a motion to, is there any further business for this board? Hearing none, seeing none, I make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is over.